and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
No matter how you connect with Allstate, you're in good hands. That's because you'll find our best auto coverage at our best price online or by calling 888-ALLSTATE. Prices vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You've been wanting to check out that news story that everyone's talking about, but you just can't find the time. That's why the On Deadline podcast is here. We pull together interviews from Odyssey's radio newsrooms across the country and add important context so you can really get the news fast. From wildfires and catastrophes at sea to new laws and presidential candidates, we'll have coast-to-coast coverage for you all in one place. Subscribe to On Deadline on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
What's summer without a trip to the beach? Elevate the journey with style from behind the wheel of your ultimate BMW at the Summer on Sales event. Experience an inspired performance and class-defining style in the 4 Series Grand Coupe, or make the most of the versatile BMW X5. With everything you need to make the trip to the beach one to remember. Just be sure to arrive before all the beach chairs are gone. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Get a credit of up to $2,000 on select models now through September 4th. Visit bmwcenters.com.
Arbella Insurance has been serving the New England community for over 35 years. Being your neighbor helps Arbella provide you the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Rich Keefe and Rob Bradford back with you here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. It's also night one of the 21st annual WEEI Ness and Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, where you find folks out there have already raised over $1.2 million. All
right.
Still got 2 games to play as part of this as well. Just a few minutes away from Sox and Astros. Now, we normally do the Bet du jour. It's brought to you by FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. But I would suggest, rather than taking my losing bet, just take whatever you were going to bet on it and donate it to the Jimmy Fund. That's what I would say. Rather than, and now if you're feeling good, you would bet something, take the winnings, put it over there. But don't take the chance.
No.
Just text K-Cancer to 20222.
No.
That's $25 to the Jimmy Fund. A lot better cause than like a Red Sox money line. I think you're better off.
In fact, take whatever money you're going to spend on anything and put it toward the Jimmy Fund.
Agreed.
There you go.
All right, tonight's pitching matchup, Brian Bayo versus JP France, is sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire, nobody. And Bayo, we were talking about it earlier, Bradfo, but when you look at the rotation, yes, there's now 5 starters, but the only one that really gives you a chance of going 6+ innings is Brian Bayo. A lot of pressure to put on your youngest starter.
It is, and you look. It was amazing because this sort of piled up where all of a sudden you realize, wait a second, none of these guys are going to the 5th inning. I remember earlier in the month, you were like, oh, look at they're maneuvering their way through the game by taking them out after 4 2/3. Well, you can't.
A lot of Chris Murphy.
A lot, really and look at Chris Murphy. He's doing so well. And Brendan Byrne, it catches up to you, and it's caught up to them. And Bayo's been a saving grace, especially the last couple of times out. He had the rough patch, but boy, I mean, he's a keeper. He's part of the foundation.
No, he is. He is. And last night, which we opened the show with, was just so frustrating. They had a limited bullpen last night. Sale kind of adding to the issues, not going deep enough into the game, and then it was at that point Kyle Bearclaw's game to win or lose, and he lost it. And he had one of his worst performances, and then they just had to leave him out there, and they got absolutely dominated. Now, the last time the Red Sox faced JP France was in that game where the Red Sox ended up with 17 runs and 24 hits. And it's funny because They lost the first 2 games in that 4-game series, and it felt like, this is over. And then they came back. They had the dramatic win in Game 3, and then they blow them out in Game 4. Now, I don't feel that way because there was a series loss to the Dodgers mixed in. And now you were, I feel like, last night within reach. Now I no longer feel like you are within reach, even if they win these next 2 games.
I don't think you could even say this is fork in the road Tuesday. This is, this is, you have to do a U-turn somewhere down the road. You just started going down.
Of all the must-wins we have discussed, this is the most must-win.
I mean, listen, let's be real about this, okay? Yep. You're 5.5 back, and you have the team in front of you that you have to beat. You lose tonight against this team in particular, then good luck.
Where do you go from here?
Yeah,
exactly.
Where do you go from there?
I agree with you. JP France will face a Red Sox lineup brought to you by Herb Chambers. New England's large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs at Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars. We help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. Verdugo leads off. He'll be in right field, followed by Devers, Turner, Yoshida, Duvall in center field. Nobody's hotter in baseball than Adam Duvall. Holy smokes.
He's finishing like he started.
It really is. Costas at first base batting 6th, then Story, McGuire, and David Hamilton at second base bats 9th. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And if you are still into the scoreboard watching, you have the Seattle Mariners. They get to play the Oakland A's. They beat them last night. They play them again tonight and tomorrow. We're also going to be looking at the Rangers, who are at the Mets tonight, and the Blue Jays, who are hosting the Nationals. I know, right? Like,
I will say this: the Nationals haven't actually been bad for the last couple of months.
Yeah.
So there's that. So other than that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln?
Oh my goodness!
So
gracious.
I mean, how about the Mariners?
Mariners are insane. They trade their closer.
Yeah.
The Red Sox were in Seattle during the trade deadline, as you know, and they traded their closer. Then they haven't lost since.
They're going to win the division. I know they have a tough schedule at the end. Now they have one of the best teams. They're on a good run, but they also have a really, really good team. So we'll be talking a lot about the Mariners for the last couple of weeks.
We absolutely will be. All right, before we get you to Joe and Will, let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, that's it. That's going to do it for us on the pregame show.
Flew by.
Good job by Justin Turpin back at our headquarters, producer of the show. Rob Bradford, thanks for joining me here for the hour. I'm Rich Keefe. And thanks to everybody who has already donated and those of you that will donate over the next couple of days. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe and Will have the call of Red Sox and Astros coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Those old stone walls across Rhode Island's countryside always captured your attention. And today, as a landscaper, you continue to craft that same beauty by laying one stone at a time, which is also why you choose Bank of Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft a better banking experience, one customer at a time. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
This back-to-school season, Downy and Tide are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US and DC, 16 or older. End September 30th. Rules at downy.com/scholarship/official rules.
Introducing the new Starbucks Iced Apple Crisp Oat Milk Shaken Espresso. Made with blonde espresso, creamy oat milk, and spiced apple flavors. It's an icy crisp sip you can enjoy all autumn long. Order ahead on the Starbucks app.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
No matter how you connect with Allstate, you're in good hands. That's because we give you our best auto coverage at our best price, whether you go to allstate.com or call 888-ALLSTATE. We won't make you haggle for our best price like you do at a yard sale. We'll always offer it to you. Visit us online or give us a call. No matter how you connect with us, you're in good hands with Allstate. Prices vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, it's Gresh, and let me take you back 4 Augusts ago. That's when I made a game-changing play. Hopped on the Awaken 180 program. By the time December rolled around, down 100 pounds. Can you believe that? I mean, in just 4 short months during football season. I traded my old jersey for a whole new me. The dreaded scale number's gone. The fear of the doctor's office, a thing of the past. Now it's about a fresh approach to grub and keeping my health in check for the long haul. Fast forward 4 years, I'm still into that Awaken 180 spirit, knowing I'm here, ready for every play life throws my way. And for kids, you know, hey, you want to be around for your kids, right? And that's the Awaken 180 way. Whether it's 100 pounds, 50 pounds, or 25 pounds, there's a solution, and it's Awaken 180 weight loss. Give them a call. No pressure, as it should be. Call 844-346-1800, 844-346-1800, or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's good!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up, Grand Slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fenway Park for Game 2 of this series between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. This is day one of our Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, and it's moving along very, very nicely at this point. Ahead of last year's pace, the current tilt board showing $1,214,076, and that's almost $300,000 more than we were at the exact same time in day one last year. So keep those phones ringing, 877-738-1234, or text K-Cancer to 20222 to donate $25, or log on to www.jimmyfund.org. We have a cool night here, temperature 70. We've had gray skies most of the day, some fog even in the area, but we really don't have much of a threat of rain. So we should be able to play this one right through as the Red Sox hope to get back on track after last night's rather demoralizing defeat to the Houston Astros 13-5. They have Brian Bayo on the mound tonight, which is a big plus because they really need length out of a starter with the shape of the bullpen. Houston will counter with right-hander J.P. France, whom the Red Sox tagged for 10 runs in 2 1/3 innings on Thursday in Houston. The season series now 3-2 Astros, as the Red Sox come in 5.5 games now out of the wild card. And it was announced today that Jarren Duran will have season-ending surgery down in Charlotte on his injured toe. That's another tough break because it appeared to be a breakout season going strongly for Jarren Duran since his return from Worcester, and now it ends prematurely. Will Fleming now has the starting lineups.
Yeah, and Joe, great to be with you and great to be a part of yet another Jimmy Fund Telethon. And we will be meeting with a lot of great guests throughout the evening. It, particularly discouraging for Duran since he did it on a play in New York, a homer that Aaron Judge hit that he really had very little chance of grabbing. And he tried to scale the wall, officially diagnosed as turf toe, and he'll have surgery, as you said, tomorrow that will end his season. Really kind of a breakout campaign for Duran in a number of ways. Brian Bayo is on the mound tonight, and he needs to be the stopper for Alex Cora and the Red Sox. Speaking of Alex, I've not really, maybe other than in the wake of World Series wins or a couple other personal moments in his life, Joe, I've never heard him be as emotional as he was with you on the pregame. It seemed like it almost caught him off guard when he started talking about his father. And, of course, that captures the spirit of these next 2 days where, you know, we honor the people who are fighting and researching and the patients and the doctors and everybody who does so much wonderful work down the road from here. But I thought it was particularly moving to hear that from the mouth of the Red Sox manager.
It really was. And Alex lost his dad at 13. When Alex was 13, his dad was such a great influence in so many ways, especially in baseball. He ran the Little League in Caguas, Puerto Rico, and was a broadcaster. Baseball was such a big part of their lives together. Fortunately, he had his big brother Joey to help guide him, but certainly a very emotional time for many of these players and just for all of us, really. When you think about cancer, just about everybody's been affected throughout their lives with family or friends.
Indeed, and we will celebrate the great work of so many over these next 2 days. Thanks to everyone for their generosity to this point, and just keep it coming. Brian Bayo is ready. He's out of the Red Sox dugout across the first base line, followed by Story, David Hamilton, Yoshida, Duvall, and Verdugo. Into the outfield, and Reese McGuire and Rafi Devers, along with Tristan Casas to round out the Red Sox defensive lineup. Bayo will see the following 9 from the Houston Astros, and it starts in the Morgan starting lineup, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Now, Jose Altuve, for the first time in a decade, hit for the cycle last night, and he leads off. He has just been scalding hot, Altuve. He will be greeted with boos here this evening. He always is here. Really dating back to 2017 at Fenway Park. He's had so many big swings against the Sox. He is in there in the leadoff spot against Bayo tonight. Third baseman Alex Bregman is the second hitter for Dusty Baker. Then Yordan Alvarez, who went 4 for 4 with a back-breaking home run off Bear Claw last night. He's the DH, and he bats third. One of the great hitters in the game. Really great all-around players. Kyle Tucker is the designated hitter, rather the right fielder, beg your pardon. He cleans up. Jose Abreu's gotten hot the last few days. He's at first base. He bats fifth. Michael Brantley returns to the lineup. He's in left field batting sixth. Yainer Diaz is the catcher batting seventh. Mauricio Dubon, center fielder, bats eighth. And then Jeremy Pena, he's the shortstop, and he bats ninth. That's the Astros starting lineup, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Clint Vondrack's got home plate. Gabe Morales at first, Adam Beck at second, and Dan Iasonia in the rocking chair at third. The Red Sox will lead off with Verdugo, then Devers and Turner, who Justin is the DH today. Yoshida in left, Duvall in center, Casas at first. Story the shortstop, McGuire the catcher, and David Hamilton bats ninth. And he's the second baseman. The plan today was to start Cedon Rafaela, but Duvall, 6 homers the last 8 games. He gets another start, and Rafaela will be in there tomorrow. The Boos tell you who's at the plate. It is showtime. Time and temperature brought to you by Window Nation. Protect and increase the value of your home today. 866-90-NATION, or go online. WindowNation.com. Boy, do the Red Sox need Bayo to be great tonight. Speaking of great, here's the Red Sox Hall of Famer, Joe Castiglione.
Thank you very much, Will. The first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Started him out with a slider. So he was expecting a heater there. It may boom, but I told you he's a truly great player. And he's headed to Cooperstown, I think. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he takes another slider for a strike, down and away. 71 degrees here on a partly cloudy night. Sky is really gray up above, actually. But not threatening. Here's the 0-2. And Altuve takes one down and away. A third straight slider.
Can't even see the top of the Peru and so much of the skyline. Covered in mist.
Fog is fading in here. A 1-2 to Altuve, hitting .322 with 10 homers. The pitch. Swinging a high pop-up foul. Third base side. This will make the stands. Altuve has been on fire since he returned from a broken bone in his hand. He has really turned it on since the All-Star break. Over the last 30 games anyway. Hitting about .360. Here's the 1-2. And he takes a changeup down and in. Alex Bregman to follow, and then Yordan Alvarez. The top 4 in this lineup is just awesome. Tucker batting fourth. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him down and away. Moved the changeup down and away that time, and Altuve fans to open the game. Bell Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher, Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Bregman now 261, 21 homers. He's driven 87, second in the league in walks with 76. He grounds a foul third base side. So wonderful to see. Former Red Sox president emeritus, and now one of the Woo Sox, Larry Lucchino, received Jimmy Fund Award on the field before the game today, the highest honor. Larry's been chairman now for the last several years of the Jimmy Fund. Taken high. He was treated there on 2 occasions for cancer, and he's done so much for the Jimmy Fund over the years. The pitch, breaking ball low and away.
Not many have done more, really. I mean, other than the doctors themselves, the scientists.
And he meant so much to this franchise. One of the truly most important people in the history of this franchise. Rebuilding Fenway and, of course, championship teams. Here's a swing and a drive to deep left center field. And Bregman hits it into the second row of the monster seats. 1-0 Houston. His 22nd home run. This is a relentless lineup. Oh, did he crush it? It's the high five from third base coach Gary Pettis. And the Astros score first. Time for Powering Possibilities, brought to you by Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's cybersecurity, internet, and mobile, all from one provider, Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Here is Yordan Alvarez, who had a big 3-run homer into the Red Sox bullpen in that 6th inning disaster last night. Bello delivers and leaves a breaking ball inside.
You're not kidding about the top 4 in this order. To me, it's Braves, Astros, and Dodgers who are the best tops of the order.
There's a swing and a hard shot down the right field line by the pesky Bo. It's gone. One of the quickest home runs you'll ever see. Back-to-back home runs for the Astros. Bregman and now Alvarez, his 23rd, his 77th RBI, and it's 2-0. The exit velocity of that didn't go all that far because it's short by the pesky ball and hit maybe 3 rows back, but it got out of here in no time flat. It was a hanging changeup right down the middle of the plate, belt high, and Alvarez just crushed it. Hit in the second row, just fair by about 3 or 4 feet. Here's the pitch to Tucker, and he takes it low. We get the exit velocity yet?
113.
Oh. The Astros go back-to-back in the first inning off the Red Sox best starter. Tucker takes it low.
It was in the air and in the seats, Joe, in 3.3 seconds.
Truly amazing. Bello now has given up 19 home runs. He had a stretch where he was touched for the long ball, then sort of reined it in. But tonight, this Astro lineup can hammer anybody. That misses low and inside, 2-1. Wow, was that a quick home run? The 2-ball, 1-strike pitch coming to Tucker. He's got 26 homers, and he takes a slider by his back knee inside. He's hitting .293, leads the league in RBIs with 97. Surprisingly, he did not have an RBI last night. He went 2 for 5, though. Bello's 3-1. Ground ball hit hard, but right at the second baseman. David Hamilton playing there, throws at the edge of the outfield grass to retire Alvarez.
I mean, there may be more complete, better players in the game, like Acuna, Betts, even Freddie Freeman. You know, you throw in the defense and all the things that he does, Ohtani. But I don't fear any hitter in the whole sport in a big spot more than I do Yordan Alvarez.
He is a menacing figure. Abreu homered last night, his 11th, takes it high and away, ball 1. Every time I see him, I've mentioned this several times, he reminds me of Willie McCovey, Stretch McCovey. Wears the same number, same size, left-hand hitter, and a great player. There's a call strike. He had an oblique issue earlier which limited his games. He was on the IL for quite a while, as was Altuve. But this team gets healthy, and they are pretty much getting there now with Brantley's return. They are going to be a postseason force. Low and away.
I'm not sure they have enough pitching, but the offense is as good as any.
They are powerful. They've got 177 home runs now. Dodgers are second. The Braves first in homers. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball away. 2-2. Well, they were solo home runs. Take any solace in that. But back-to-back shots by Bregman and Altuve. And the Astros jumping ahead early. Here comes a 2-2. And he swings and dribbles a foul around the batter's box. Abreu had a very tough start this year, as he was Mr. RBI for the White Sox, and they really have missed his leadership. Had a very disjointed season on the south side of Chicago, and of course fired the team president and their general manager last week. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a fisted ground ball foul off his foot in the batter's box. Wonderful to see a video message sent by our longtime Jimmy Fund chairman, Mike Andrews. Always said Mike has perhaps the most significant post-baseball job in Red Sox history, to be chairman of the Jimmy Fund, which he did with such dedication and with such skill for pretty much 3 decades. Mike in uniform met a cancer patient and he took it from there and took over the Jimmy Fund when Ken Coleman retired from that post. Did a marvelous job for many years, retiring a couple of years ago. Line foul, third base side. Like part of the 67 Impossible Dream team, but more important, a leader of the Jimmy Fund team. This will be the 25th pitch of this inning. And he fouls it to the right, out of play.
Which is important. It's something we'll be watching all night long. They need Bayo to give them innings and be efficient.
The Astros on fire. Going into this game, they had 57 hits in their last 3 games. Club record for 2 games and 3 games. They had 25 hits the night before last. Here's the 2-2 again. And a little dribbler out front toward the mound. Bayo has it and underhands to first to retire the side. But damage done by the Astro power after half an inning. Houston 2, Boston coming up on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Your entree into the restaurant business began in your home kitchen, and today your cafe's success continues with a well-crafted menu and a staff committed to add an extra touch, which is also why you chose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank that's just as committed to add that extra touch. It's banking, well-crafted, from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Houston getting back-to-back solo homers from Bregman and Alvarez, leading 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. And here is Alex Verdugo. He's a little snag after he opened 3 straight games with home runs. 0 for his last 13 as he takes ball 1 high. Alex at .276 with 12 homers. J.P. France, the right-hander of the Red Sox, absolutely tattooed Thursday, delivers a strike. France, though, is 9-5 and second in ERA among American League rookies with a 3.51 ERA and tied for third in wins. The 1-1 and a swing and a miss at a breaking ball down and in. Verdugo leading off the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington and Audi Brookline. Now, Verdugo steps out, granted time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. France works from the set. And the deal is low. He bounced the breaking ball up there. France is from New Orleans, Marrero, Louisiana, to be exact. Went to high school there and then played 3 years at Tulane. Missed a season due to injury, and then as a graduate student, pitched at Mississippi State. Little dribbler foul off his foot. That was in 2018. He was a multi-inning reliever. Helped the Bulldogs clinch an NCAA Super Regional berth with 7 innings of 2-run ball against Oklahoma. After that, he was drafted in the 14th round by the Astros. So he's quite a success story for a low draft pick. His rookie year. 2-2 pitch, and Verdugo swings and hits one well toward the gap in right center field and over, making a diving catch. What a play out there by the center fielder. What a play by Dubon, Mauricio Dubon, a former Red Sox farmhand. I didn't think he had a chance to get there.
No, it was a bullet. You know, Thursday in Houston, the finale, Alex led off the game against France with a homer. He smoked that ball. That was awesome from Dubon. Came up as an infielder.
Would have been at least a triple into the triangle. As he laid out with a full-length dive to grab it. What a play. One down for Raffy. 0 for his last 7. Hitting .268. And he takes a strike. Raffy with 29 homers has driven in 86. He had the sore wrist, missed the Sunday game. Last night was 0 for the pitch, taken up and away.
I do think it's really important to see how this team responds tonight, because the way last night went, the specifics of it, that's the kind of game that can get a team down.
It was demoralizing. Had the lead until the top of the 6th. There's a fastball too high, 2-1 from Jonathan Patrick France, known as JP. Last year, he was just a part-time starter at Sugar Land, their AAA club, going 3-4 with a 3.90 ERA. 2-1 delivery, and a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Happy seemed to be geared up for a heater there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2-0 Houston in the first. France deals, and a foul to the left out of play. France, not really a big guy, listed at 6 feet. 198, he may not be quite that tall. We have an updated total now on our Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. The pitch. Swing. There's a drive hammer deep toward right center field. Tucker goes back and makes the catch on the track. I think that had some topspin and sunk. Raffy hit it very hard. It didn't get enough loft to get it into the bullpen. Looked like it had a chance when it left the bat. But I think this air's a little heavy out there with this fog.
Well, look at the light standards above the monster. This feels like Candlestick.
That jacket's on here. Said 71 at game time, but it's a cool 71. 2 down for Justin Turner as he comes to the Safe Light Auto Glass part of the batting order. He takes a ball for every home run by batters 3 through 6. Safe Light donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Our latest total, $1,244,814. Foul to the right out of play. That's at least almost $300,000 more than we were at the same time last year. One and one. Pitch to Justin, and he takes it inside. It's been a consistent force for this ball club all season.
That foul ball went about 30 inches away from my entire family. Look out.
It was hit too hard to mess with. 2-1. Check swing, and it's low and away.
Turner singled, hit by a pitch, and scored a run before being lifted last time against France. He was rocked early. The Red Sox got their veterans off their feet in a blowout.
He's not really overpowering. Works from the set at all times. And the 3-1. Swinging a ground ball hit hard, but right at the third baseman. Bregman has it on the second hop. Fires in time. 1-2-3 inning. And after 1, 2-0 Houston on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Those old stone walls across Rhode Island's countryside always captured your attention. And today, as a landscaper, you continue to craft that same beauty by laying one stone at a time, which is also why you choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft a better banking experience, one customer at a time. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Top of the second, Michael Brantley leading off his first at bat since June of last year after shoulder surgery. In the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Lexus of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. This is Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon time, and we want to welcome L. Simone Scott, ovarian cancer survivor, and you may know her from America's Test Kitchen and the podcast The Walk-In. First pitch is in there for a strike to Brantley. Elle, great to see you.
Thank you so much.
What are you cooking
promised
tonight?
us she would cook us a win, Joe.
I'm cooking up a win for the Red Sox.
All right, a new recipe.
You know it.
As a pitch low and inside to Brantley, a professional hitter. Well, you moved here about 7 years ago?
Exactly.
And you had been diagnosed just before that?
Just after.
Pitch is inside. Runner call strike, surprising Brantley. Where did you go when you first were examined?
I went straight to Dana-Farber. I met a great OBGYN, and she referred me there, and they took care of me right away.
Here with a 1-2 pitch coming here to Brantley. And he takes a high fastball, 2-2. And then what happened after that? Did you have a recurrence?
I did have a recurrence, but that didn't happen until 2020. I had a good almost 5-year stint.
There's a hard ground ball to second. Hamilton has it and throws him out, one down. So you had 4 good years in between.
Yeah, for almost 5 good years in between. And, sometimes, fate has it that it comes back. And fortunately, I have a really good team at Dana-Farber, and they jumped on top of it immediately and went straight to action and giving me the best quality of life.
So what's the situation now? Have you been cleared? Or are you still being treated?
I'm still being treated. I'm actually living chronically with metastatic ovarian cancer, and despite that, living a pretty full, healthy life. I love it.
Inside, and he went around on a check swing, so it's 0-2.
We had a great conversation with the CEO last night talking about how Dana-Farber is specializing in these immunotherapies and all these clinical trials that are really helping move the ball forward on some of these harder to treat cancers, and you're involved in some of these trials and some of that immunotherapy, aren't you?
I am, and some of them are easier than others, but the fact is that me being involved takes a huge part in making strides for future cure, right? And that's what's most important.
Diaz takes it outside, 1-2.
I mean, we're raising all this money, and it's to help people like you, and you see it every day, don't you? Where the money goes to all this research and all these trials.
Well, without a doubt. The moment you walk in the doors of Dana-Farber, you see where your money goes.
Well, the ground foul, so remains 1-2. Is Boston home now?
Boston is home. I'm here at the Red Sox game like a good hometown gal should be.
That's it.
Yeah. And they're supporting Jimmy Fund and Dana-Farber, so of course I would be here to support as well.
Strike 3 called over the outside corner. Got him looking at a sinker at 97 for the second hour. So far, so good.
I brought the recipe.
She's
I
welcome
told you.
Anytime. You hear so much about the personal side, El. Not just the medicine or the science, but how about the human touch that all the folks over there have?
Oh man, I couldn't say enough about it. Right. I have such great relationships with my care team. They call me if any other life things are going on. They check in, and when they don't hear from me, they're looking for me. They've become a part of my family. My family knows them. I couldn't ask for a better situation.
Swinging strike by Dubon, the center fielder, made a great catch. 1-1 the count. And you're on the Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance board.
I am. I try to be involved in as many orgs as possible.
There's a line drive hammer to right center field. Back goes Verdugo, turns and makes the catch in front of the track to retire.
She's pumping her fist, Joe. She's into it.
Got a 1-2-3 inning. Nice going, Al.
Well, what can I say?
Well, can't wait to taste your cooking sometime in the near future.
Did I inspire you?
You did. We'll be in the test kitchen soon, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
It was an honor.
Scott, and we wish you good health.
Thank you so much.
After 1.5, 2-0 Houston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Those old stone walls across Rhode Island's countryside always captured your attention. And today, as a landscaper, you continue to craft that same beauty by laying one stone at a time, which is also why you choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft a better banking experience, one customer at a time. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I was crossing the street when I met the love of my life. I chased after her. Nothing would stand in my way. Not the dog walker, nor the hot dog vendor. Finally reaching her, I asked, "What do you call that amazing smell?"
It's Gain Flings.
Gain Flings. My love had a name, but more importantly, it had a scent.
Fall in love with Gain Flings. Seriously good scent. Gain Flings with 50% more freshness ingredients versus leading bargain detergent.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Foul out of play by Yoshida, who took ball one. So a 1-1 count to the Red Sox left fielder, who's in the cleanup spot tonight. 2-0 Houston on back-to-back homers in the first inning by Bregman and Alvarez. J.P. France, the rookie righty, deals and leaves it high. Fastball at 94. Yoshida was on base 4 times last night. He's back to 298, 13 homers. He's driven in 62. And he swings at a low slider down and in and grounds a weak foul by the Red Sox dugout. Back to school season is a busy time. Get your kids to and from school and extracurriculars. Could leave little time for other things. So to help, Shaws and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery. Try it for back to school. Pitch low and away. Shaws and Star Market can save you time and money. Eerie scene here with low flying clouds, the fog rolling from right field to left field. The pitch is low. It's not wet, but certainly looks ominous. 3-2 the count to Yoshida, batting in the cleanup spot. France delivers in a ground ball weakly to the charging second baseman. Altuve grabs in a short hop, short flip, and we have one man down here. Our league leaders presented by Drains by James. Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining, both residential and commercial. Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes. The Western race remains ever so tight. Seattle leading 75-56. Texas 1 game out, and Houston 1 game out. Fastball riding inside, ball 1 to Duvall, who has 6 homers in his last 8 games. Last week's American League Player of the Week, 14 of his last 29. The 1-0 pitch is grounded foul around the batter's box. Alex said he originally was going to play Raphael in center tonight, but he pushed that back to tomorrow, and when Duvall hit the home run last night, he decided to go with a hot hand again.
I think you really have to at this point.
Here's the pitch, and he swings and lines a bullet into left field, a base hit. Bradley gets it back quickly, low line shot. And the Red Sox have a tying run coming to the plate now, and Tristan Casas, who had a 2-run double last night, he's hitting 5 straight. Houston with 21 homers has driven in 53 runs, a .359 on base percentage. Red Sox get their first base runner. They really rocked France in Houston Thursday. The pitch is outside, and he was left out there for quite a while to give up 10 runs.
Yeah, their bullpen was battered. They had a really rough series with the Mariners leading into that. They were thin, and Red Sox pounded him. They really saw the ball well out of his hand. Looks like they kind of are again tonight.
Well, they made some loud outs in the first inning. 1 on, the pitch is a strike. Change up, down, and away. Pretty good action to it. They have an infielder, Bregman at third, Jeremy Pena, the Rhode Islander, at second. Or at shortstop, Altuve at second. And Abreu at first. A very strong defensive infield. The pitch home. Taken a little bit low with a changeup. 2 balls and a strike. Complete the Safe Flight Auto Glass part of the order for every home run by batters 3 through 6. Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a ground foul off the catcher's shin guard. That's just had a big cut at that. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out and 1 on. Is now granted time, backs out of the box. We'll check the Subaru New England scoreboard. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of it in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruNewEngland.com. Yankees lead 1-0 in the top of the 5th at Detroit. The Angels 3, the Phillies 2 in the top of the 5th at Philly. Marlins lead the Rays 2-1 in the 4th. Pitch home. Rounded hard and foul, scattering him in the Red Sox dugout. Hope that didn't hit anybody.
I don't think it did. Well, if the Red Sox could turn this game around, and it's one of those nights, Tampa's losing. The Nats early lead Toronto 2-0.
Game is in the 2nd at Rogers Center with Washington on top. Rangers and Mets scoreless in the 1st. Twins and Guardians scoreless in the 1st. The 2-2 pitch coming. Swinging a bullet into left center field. It drops for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Duvall. Red Sox with consecutive singles. Actually, that was off the end of the bat, more of a bloop, but in no man's land, and Duvall had to play it on a hop. So the Red Sox have the tying runs aboard now. And here comes Trevor Story, hitting at .206 with a homer and 3 RBIs. They seek to wipe out the early Houston lead here. Well, since 2002, the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon's raised over $65 million. Fastball taken high, ball 1. It continues to be a great success every year. Two on, 1 out. And the 0-1 Story takes it low and away. It's a 1-0, so it's 2-0 now.
Also particularly eerie because the Citgo sign is not illuminated for some reason.
That's dark.
Story, you hope that the swing last night in the ninth inning. That bullet into left field can get him going.
Conference at the mound with the catcher and the first baseman talking to the rookie J.P. France. We'll see Framber Valdez, who authored a no-hitter recently, tomorrow night. A hard-throwing lefty with the different colored gloves every inning.
You get him.
Is he hiding something? 2-0 pitch coming to Trevor. And the pitch is a fastball outside. Walker load him up for Reese McGuire, who's been hot. First baseman Abreu, who's almost halfway to second base. Got a long way to get back to the bag to cover in a ground ball. Story swings and hits a high fly, but the shallow center field. Dubon is right there and makes the catch for the second out. A 3-0 pitch. He had one to drive, but got under it.
Those are the kind of things, Joe. I mean, I know this is a game of millimeters, but France on the rocks, 3-0. You're really hoping for a much better result than that.
So now they have to score with 2 down as Reese McGuire comes up. 7 of his last 10, hitting a .299 with a home run and 15 knocked in. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch home. Big swing and a miss at an inside curveball. Red Sox left 13 men last night. They had all kinds of traffic. Lost 13-5. France ready for the 0-1 deal. And a swing and a miss. The same curveball down and in. I'm going to light up that Arbella tote board. Call 877-738-1234 or text K-Cancer to 20222 to donate $25 or go to jimmyfund.org. Wire granted time. Now you see this a lot with hitters 2 strikes.
You know, I was talking to Steve Sparks, the radio analyst for the Astros and a former pitcher himself. He thinks it helps the pitcher. Gives them more time to recover and gather themselves for a 2-strike pitch.
But so many hitters do it. They take time. 0-2, the pitch. Ground ball hit weakly and foul around the batter's box. Steve Sparks was an outstanding knuckleball pitcher for the Tigers and the Brewers.
So he did not need the extra time.
No, he was a fast worker. Knuckleballers are traditionally fast workers. Tim Wakefield was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We'd often miss pitches coming back from commercial. He was so anxious to throw. What a great job he's done for the Jimmy Fund. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and another curveball down and away. And the Red Sox wasted 2 hits after 2. 2-0 Houston on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
It was your father's leather chair and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We move along here to the third inning. It is 2-0 Houston. Brian Bayo warming. We have a special guest here with Will Fleming as we move to the third.
Yeah, thanks so much, Joe. Red Sox trying to turn this thing around. Sarah Shields, who's the marketing manager, the Prudential Center, is with us. Sarah, great to have you with us.
Great to be here.
Now, look, we're going to get into View Boston and the many wonderful things that go on at the Pru, but I mean, I'm sure it's still lovely in there. This is not exactly the best night ever drawn up to be atop View Boston.
I know, it is a little bit foggy tonight, unfortunately.
Crazy. Feels like San Francisco here tonight in Boston as Jeremy Pena takes into the right-handed batter's box. Devers level with the third base bag. Bayo throws, and Pena hits it right to Rafi. 2 hops, he plants, he throws to first, and very quickly, Sarah is a good luck charm, 1 down. Well, anyway, tell us about all the great things that are going on at the Pru, and more than that, the great parking opportunities and the synergies with the Red Sox.
Yeah, absolutely. So at Prudential Center, we have over 70 shops and restaurants. So there's so many things you can do, from going to Italy, popping into Earl's or Shake Shack, or doing a little bit of shopping while you're there at Marine Layer or Allbirds. So there's so much to do. And we also have the largest parking garage in New England.
Here's Jose Altuve to booze. That's my kind of place. I mean, we're Marine Layer all the time. I always have Allbirds on, and Italy's got everything I could ever want.
Perfect. So we'll see you there tomorrow.
Well, we'll see you. Here's the 0-1 pitch. We got a 4 o'clock game, a little lunch at Italy for the game. As a little looper to second is caught by David Hamilton.
A good place for fans to park, too, to come to Fenway, huh?
Absolutely. We're only a 15-minute walk from the park, and we run a special for weeknight and weekend games that it's only $20 with your ticket to park.
And a very pleasant walk through great neighborhoods. Get the fan experience walking over here. 2 down very quickly for Alex Bregman, who homered his first time here. He takes a fastball for a strike. What is, by the way, your favorite part of the whole experience at View Boston?
Oh, there's so many great elements to it, but I'd have to say the deck on 51 is kind of unlike anything else in the city. I mean, 360-degree views. You can even get a unique perspective of Fenway from our west side, which is really cool.
Not many people see it from that high up. If they're not in airplanes or helicopters, the 1-1 pitch is ripped to second and caught by David Hamilton. Sarah, anything else? That's the quickest half inning of the entire season, but tell us, what else do we need to know?
I mean, we just hope to see you all at View Boston. I mean, we get to see the city 360 degrees, and we have 3 floors to experience and the bar and restaurant inside.
We thank you for your partnership with our radio station and happy to be a part of celebrating your great cause. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
That's Sarah Shields, the marketing manager at the Prudential Center. Quickly to the bottom of the third, we go 2-0 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
This receiver trio is scary, and it does start with Scary Terry himself there. He's good, man, and I it's just, can we get normal quarterback play for this guy for once in his career? Because you're right. I mean, no shade to ODU's finest Taylor Heineke, but he was literally a backup quarterback in the XFL. And he's probably the best player that Washington has rolled out at quarterback in Terry's, career.
Subscribe to Reception Perception, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you want to reel in fresh and delicious seafood, just head to the seafood department at Shaw's and Star Market. Take your pick from their wide assortment of quality seafood and meet their seafood experts. They can help with preparation tips and more. Grab a recipe card or scan the QR code at the seafood counter. I think I'll pick up a beautiful piece of tuna. I'm going to pan-sear it. Oh, delicious. You'll always land a great catch in their seafood department. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
David Hamilton grounds the pitch to short, and he is going to be out by half a step. Kyle Hudson wants them to look in the video room. Hamilton, who's back in the lineup, can absolutely fly, and the throw did barely beat him. Jeremy Pena is so smooth at shortstop. That is the thing about Hamilton in that, I mean, he, on a routine ground ball to short, has a chance to beat it out. That's pretty good awareness there by Pena to get David by half a step. And here now immediately, with one down, here is Alex Verdugo, who was robbed the diving play by Mauricio Dubon in right center field to begin the bottom of the first here. Verdugo, who homered off of France on Thursday in Houston, takes fastball outside for ball one. 2-0 Houston. Keep the phones ringing as we look to light up the Arbella tote board in the Jimmy Fund Telethon. 877-738-1234. 1-0 pitch misses outside of Verdugo, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Sox have seen France well. It's time to cash it in. Here's the pitch, and Verdugo takes ball 3 outside. The Red Sox hit 2 on the nose in the first inning, had 2 on with 1 out. Did not score, including a 3-0 pop-out by Trevor Story. And now, with the top of the order facing France again, time to get it going. Here's the 3-0. Verdugo, he swings 3-0 and fouls the center cut fastball straight back, 3-1. Verdugo did that a week ago in New York with the bases loaded and nobody out. It led to that really bizarre double play. They did score a run. The pitch to Verdugo is a strike on the outside corner. So he's aggressive 3-0. So are the Red Sox here tonight. This is kind of a carryover from last night where Javier, Astros starter, kept making a lot of mistakes in the zone. Red Sox just did not take advantage. France is having a great rookie year. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Verdugo swings and fouls a curveball off. He has a real feel for that pitch tonight. Does France? He's thrown the curveball in every single count. Verdugo, as so often does, red and green high top spikes. Bent back ever so slightly deep in the left-handed box. 3-2 France throws, and Verdugo rips one into right field. That's a base hit, softly over the head of the leaping Altuve. Verdugo thought about second base, but I think wisely holds up, and he's got a 1-out single.
Breaking an 0 for 14 drought.
France went back to the curveball one too many times. So here now Raffy, who I think because of the conditions more than anything, just missed a home run. His first time caught deep on the track by Tucker. In right, the pitch here is swung on and fouled back. Well, I'll tell you what, Raffy looks more like himself tonight than he did last night. There were a lot of swings that were late, like the wrist was really bothering him. I mean, right now he's got that body language where, one, he's furious with himself for missing that pitch, but generally when he has that kind of wry smile, good things tend to follow. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Raffy swings and fouls one.
Raffy took batting practice on the field today, which is very unusual. Normally hits in the cage.
You know, I understand the modern game. Guys want to control their environment. They think sometimes the field makes them chase home runs too much. I think guys should do it more, particularly when they're struggling. 0-2 to Devers. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper into right field. That's a base hit. Little top spinner over the leap of the first baseman, Abreu. Verdugo all the way over to third, and Devers has him at the corners with only 1 out. And that was good fortune after hitting one right on the screws his first time, coming up empty. That one just bounded over Jose Abreu. Just a tomahawk swing. And now what an opportunity for Justin Turner. And you just get the sense that with the way everything unfolded last night, with the way this game started, with Bregman and Alvarez going yard, with the Red Sox legitimately on the ropes in the wild card race, this is one of those spots that could turbocharge this team and this ballpark right here. At the corners with 1 down for Turner. France at the belt. He throws, and Turner swings and misses at a curveball. That was way outside, and it's 0-1. Turner in his last 15 games is 18 for 59 with 5 home runs.
370 with men in scoring position for the season.
Best hitter on the club by far. 0-1 pitch. He is in the dirt. Curveball again. He doubled up on that, did France. I mean, Raffy's got more gaudy power numbers, but not by a lot. And it has felt like this season, when the Red Sox have desperately needed the big hit, this is the guy who has delivered it more often than anyone else. 1-1 pitch is popped up. Foul side of first. Into the seats, just to our right. And it's 1-2. 56 pitches thrown by France. We're only in the bottom of the third with 1 out. So, again, the Red Sox making a Houston starter really work. Chased after 2 1/3 innings 6 days ago. 1-2 to Turner with runners at first and third. Pitch. Curveball on the ground into the glove of Bregman to second, and then it's into right field. Raffy's over to third. Verdugo has scored. That could have easily been an inning-ending double play. Instead, Bregman yanks the throw. A gift for the Red Sox. They're back within a run, and they still got him at first and third with only 1 out.
Certainly a gift. Bregman was moving. His feet were moving towards second base, and he did not have good balance when he made a bad throw.
I think you can assume that Devers would have been out at second, which would make that a fielder's choice and the error to score the run. Either way, Turner will get the RBI, his 86, because you cannot assume the double play. Although with Turner's foot speed, I think they would have had it. And now a huge chance for Masataka Yoshida, especially since Turner stumbled out of the gates. He tripped coming out of the right-handed batter's box. And that was as easy as they come, really, once Bregman made a good lunging play to his left. I guess maybe his momentum and balance failed him. So here's Yoshida, who had some encouraging swings last night. Softly grounded out his first time. Almost anything but a double play here, especially with Duvall on deck. Lead is 1. The pitch is on the ground to third, and it's going to be a double play. That is exactly what the Astros were looking for, and with Duvall on deck, that hurts even more. 2-1, though, after 3 innings. Astros lead on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Introducing the new Starbucks Iced Apple Crisp Oat Milk Shaken Espresso. Made with blonde espresso, creamy oat milk, and spiced apple flavors. It's an icy crisp sip you can enjoy all autumn long. Order ahead on the Starbucks app.
Your entree into the restaurant business began in your home kitchen, and today your cafe's success continues with a well-crafted menu and a staff committed to add an extra touch, which is also why you chose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank that's just as committed to add that extra touch. It's banking, well-crafted, from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When we go to the top of the fourth inning, the Red Sox do cut the lead in half, but had a great opportunity to get more. Did not do so. Now Brian Bayo, who was just incredibly efficient in both the second and third innings, is back for the fourth, but the toughest combination of left-handed hitters consecutively in any lineup in the game to face him. And now a violation on the first of those, Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez was not in the box and ready, so Bayo gets a little break. Starts the AB with Yordan, who homered his first time, 0-1. Bayo throws, and Alvarez takes a sinking fastball low, and it's 1-1. Great guest with us here in the fourth inning, Jay Hayes, who's the district manager, one of our great partners and sponsors. The Sherwin-Williams Company is Bayo's 1-1. Misses outside. Jay, we've really enjoyed the fan question of the week and all the great things that Sherwin-Williams has done with WEI. It's great to have you with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
2-1 is skied high and deep into left field. Yoshida back toward the wall, and it's high off the wall. Alvarez almost got another home run the opposite way, just above the beam sign, and Yoshida played a side-spinning carom, flipped it back into the infield, and Yordan Alvarez leads off with an opposite field monster double.
He's a nightmare for the Red Sox.
Yes, he is. He was 4 for 4 yesterday, 2 for 2 today. Jay, you've got some responsibilities. You're in charge of a whole lot of stores in this part of the world, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm responsible for 77 stores within Boston and Rhode Island, and Sherwin-Williams spans to 130 through New England.
Kyle Tucker is a left-handed hitter. Grounded out to second his first time, and Bayo has a tall task here. The pitch is high in the air to shallow right field. Back on it goes Hamilton. He'll yield to Verdugo. No chance Yordan Alvarez is going anywhere. That's a big pitch for Bayo. One down. And, of course, tonight, the first of our 2 nights of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. I know Sherwin-Williams has decided to be a big part of things. And why was it so important to your company to join in?
How could you not? Being born and raised in Boston, avid Red Sox fan, and I love the Jimmy Fund organization. It's impacted so many people's lives in so many ways, and it's just really good to be a part of a special night like tonight.
It is indeed. There's Jose Abreu. He takes low. By the way, $1.284 million. We're way ahead of where we were last year, so the people of New England and Boston and really all over the world are stepping up. 877-738-1234 is the telephone number, and you can text K-Cancer to 20222. That donates $25. 1-0 to Abreu is a changeup that misses outside.
Sherwin-Williams making a very nice contribution. The Radiothon.
Yeah, we're excited to help strike out cancer. We're very excited to be a part of this.
2 balls and no strikes to Jose Abreu. The pitch. Swing and miss. That was a great changeup. I don't know if we're stealing your thunder here, but Sherwin-Williams is going to donate $10,000 to the telethon. Do we have that right?
Yes, you're accurate. We are donating $10,000 to the telethon.
Just amazing generosity. You know, we have so many conversations with patients and doctors and the CEO of Dana-Farber. 2-1. The pitch is outside. As someone who grew up here and knows the Jimmy Fund, this is not news to you, but it's worth reminding our listeners why Sherwin-Williams dollars do matter. I mean, every minute we talk to people, it goes right into the research, into the treatment, and into all these recoveries. Just a remarkable thing. 3-1. Bayo sets at his belt. He throws, and he misses outside with a slider. So that's ball 4. The Astros have him at first and second with 1 down for Michael Brantley. So just the sort of technicalities of your day-to-day world, Jay. I'm always looking around my house thinking about, you know, home improvement projects, and a fresh coat of paint can go a long way. How do you and your particular businesses help people through that process?
Yeah, we're color experts. We take the time and train our staff to make sure they can walk contractors and homeowners through the jobs, and we have great selections and samples to go, but I think the most impactful...
Here's Michael Brantley. He takes a strike on the outside corner.
Is our virtual designer, so you can have a free 30-minute consultation, and it helps you get you through the process and feel comfortable about your colors.
The technology's improved so much, too, where you can kind of see how things will look in certain spaces. 0-1 to Michael Brantley. Big spot here, 2-on-1 out. The pitch is a strike. I can tell you are a real Red Sox fan because you're into every single pitch.
I know. I can't help but hang my head over and watch this whole thing, and it's just amazing. I'm here with my family, and my son is a diehard Red Sox fan, and it's just great to be a part of today with
Well,
us.
they need a win tonight, that's for sure. After the way last night went, still misty and foggy tonight. Sitko sign, by the way, is now on. 0-2 is on the ground to first, backhanded by Casas to second for one. Relay to first, two, double play, and a big-time pitch for Brian Bayo. Jay Hayes, anything else our folks need to know?
No, I just think that being a part of today and being able to be here to help strike out cancer, that's what Sherwin-Williams is about, because our family, our Sherwin-Williams family, we all have been touched by cancer, and we want to help to this cause.
Well, seriously, $10,000. Amazing generosity. Thank you so much for that, and thanks for coming on.
No, thanks for having me.
All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Houston on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Those old stone walls across Rhode Island's countryside always captured your attention. And today, as a landscaper, you continue to craft that same beauty by laying one stone at a time, which is also why you choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft a better banking experience, one customer at a time. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Adam Duvall, that man, is leading off here in the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Astros. J.P. France got out of a jam in the third. The first pitch of the fourth is a curveball, which has been his best pitch. That bends in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Duvall ripped a single into left field his first time. It hurt so badly to see the Red Sox not get him to the plate with 2 on in the third inning. 0-1 is swung on a miss. That was a great curveball down beneath the zone. And it's just like that, 0-2. Some of our sponsors are going to need to be a little bit more patient with us tonight as we do so much to raise money for the Jimmy Fund. We'll be a little bit behind on some of our sponsored drops and reads. 0-2 to Duvall. France is ready. He throws, and Duvall takes strike three. Another curveball right in there. That one froze him completely. So 3 curveballs in France's second strikeout. And now Tristan Casas. Nearing $1.3 million raised tonight. Want to keep it going. A goal of 3.5 over the next 2 days. Here's Tristan. Takes the fastball outside for ball 1. Casas, a little bloop single into center field his first time. Nationals continue to lead the Blue Jays 2-0 on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. 1-0 is outside. Change up for ball 2. Texas and the Mets scoreless in the fourth. Oakland in Seattle later tonight. Just a pivotal couple days for the Sox as they try to hang on in this wild card chase. 2-0 is a curveball low. 3-0. One thing that's been really fun to watch with Casas the last few weeks is that since getting so hot, pitchers, no matter the situation, are careful with him. And it's really what Alex Cora and Pete Fatsi have been preaching to Tristan all year long, and that is, if you are more aggressive and you do more damage, then you will still walk. You're going to get feared. 3-0 is a perfect fastball on the outside corner, and it's 3-1. Rather than the other way around, trying to walk makes it very difficult to do damage. He's totally changed his philosophy, and it has really paid dividends. 3 balls and a strike with 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 Houston. Casas menacing in the box is ready. Here's the 3-1, and that is outside ball 4, so there it is again. Casas draws a walk. He is aboard as the tying run for Trevor Story. So now for Casas in his 118th game, that is his 61st walk, which is far and away the most on the team. Raffy with 47. And, I mean, on-base percentage is just always going to be a part of his value. Here's Trevor Story, who takes the fastball right there for strike 1. I mean, that's a lot like the 3-0 pitch that Trevor saw, swung at, and popped out on. Center cut fastball. They're really challenging him. First walk by France. Story waits. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a chopper foul outside of third. Now, we've said it so many times this year that the Red Sox have given opponents extra outs and chances and paid the price. That was frustrating for the Red Sox to not do the same and return the favor in the third after Bregman yanked that would-be double play ball. 0-2 to Story. Reese McGuire's out on deck. Here's the pitch, and a curveball in the dirt, nicely blocked by Yainer Diaz. And it's 1-2. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 1-2 to Story. Casas, not much of a lead at first. France sets. And with the pitch clock winding down, he throws and Story swings and misses. And a curveball way low and outside. A couple of strikeouts in this inning, 3 overall. Uncle Charlie working for J.P. France. And a 2 down for McGuire. He's at the plate. Hamilton on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today. OnDeck.com. 1 on, 2 out. McGuire takes a strike. In a lot of ways now, France is getting ahead with fastballs and then leaning almost exclusively on the curveball to put hitters away. Oh and 1. Pitch is a curveball again, swung on a miss. I mean, the formula is obvious right here. And I mean, the Sox have done a great job of this all season long, making adjustments, having those conversations in the dugout, clubhouse, trying to figure out how to make those in-game adjustments. 0-2. Expect a curveball here. France at the belt, he throws, and it is a curveball, and it's on the ground to the right side. Altuve has it. Throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Red Sox get a walk from Casas, but not much more. And that sends us to the 5th inning with Houston ahead 2-1. On the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Your entree into the restaurant business began in your home kitchen, and today your cafe's success continues with a well-crafted menu and a staff committed to add an extra touch, which is also why you chose Bank Rhode Island. Because with a straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank that's just as committed to add that extra touch. It's banking, well-crafted, from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Fifth inning, Houston leading 2-1 on back-to-back solo homers by Alex Bregman and Yordan Alvarez. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is American League. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today. Leading off will be Yanir Diaz, the catcher. Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Jaguar Land Rover Boston and Jaguar Land Rover Sudbury. They'll be followed by Dubon and then Jeremy Pena, bottom third of this very tough order. Bello has given up just one hit since those 2 home runs, a double by Alvarez off the wall, but he never did advance in the 4th inning. Here we go with a right-hand batting Diaz. An outstanding throwing arm behind the plate. He grounded up the middle. It skips off the bag but goes to Hamilton. He throws to first for the out. Hamilton was cheating toward the middle, and I think they both skimmed the very top of the base at second, but he hung with it. So a quick out here, bringing up Dubon. Mauricio Dubon hit a deep drive to right, a line drive that was caught by Verdugo. He robbed Verdugo of extra bases in the bottom of the 1st inning, and he takes inside. Dubon's bounced around. He was with the Giants after leaving the Red Sox system. He was primarily an infielder, but shows he can play center field effectively. There's a strike, 1-1.
Who knows what would have happened if Verdugo just ripped that ball into the triangle to start the 1st.
Big play. Line drive just foul. Third base umpire had to jump out of the way. Sonia. So Bello with a 1-2 count. Hoping to give the Red Sox some length as well as quality here tonight. Dubon first came up to the big leagues with Milwaukee. He played with the Red Sox system from 2013 through 16. One-two pitch coming, and he takes low and away, an off-speed pitch missing. He was a Red Sox 26th round pick in 2013. Went to the Brewers with Travis Shaw and a minor leaguer, or Tyler Thornburg. That trade didn't work out very well. Low and away. Thornburg was hurt just about the entire time he was Red Sox property. Dubon is from Honduras. Here's the 3-2, and he grounds it foul, third base side. Attended a bilingual school there. Went to a baseball clinic, and that got him involved as a 15-year-old and expressed the desire to play in the U.S. 3 days later, moved to Sacramento to attend a Christian school there and live with a family. Grounded foul to the backstop, and that got him into baseball, which is not a big sport in Honduras. Astros got him for a minor league catcher in May of 22. Pitch count now at 66 for Bello, 25 in the 1st inning. The pitch. Swing, ground ball, hit to third, right to Raffy. Juggles, fires now, and throws it away. He couldn't get the handle on it initially, reached a couple of times. It didn't hit the ground. that he may not have had a good grip, and he airmailed the throw to first. Fortunately, hit the fence, so Dubon has to hold it first. That'll be an E5. Ball hit the heel of his glove, popped up twice. And I think he had him with an accurate throw, but Casas, who's 6'4", had no chance to get up that high to get it. So 1 on, 1 out for Jeremy Pena, who grounded out 5-3 his first time up. The NLCS, ALCS, and World Series MVP out of Providence, Rhode Island, delivers. And it's in there for a ball. With breaking ball missing inside. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Pena's dad, a big leaguer out of the Dominican Republic, but he grew up, went to Classical High School in Providence. Went to Maine for college. Here's the pitch home, and Pena swings and misses at a breaking ball. Black Bears with quite a baseball tradition in Orono. One ball, one strike, 1 out, 1 on. 2-1 Astros in the 5th. The runner goes, the pitch is inside and low, and let's see if we have an interference call here on the throw, because McGuire stumbled as he threw. Whether Pena stepped in his throwing line was a possibility, but apparently they're not going to call it. I think McGuire thought he did. He might have actually tried to hold on to the ball initially. That's why it slipped away. The Red Sox are taking a look on video. Then Pena went ducking out of the way. It was a strange-looking situation.
I mean, the truth is the pitch almost hit him. It's not like he intentionally did that in any way.
He was trying to get out of the way. So that'll be... Is that a stolen base? I believe he was going. Now we have a meeting on the mound.
And that's a steal. But Reese thought he had a good chance to get him.
It was a tough pitch to handle. It almost hit him on the back foot. So Dubon steals second after the error. Seems like when the Red Sox do make errors, they instantly come back to haunt.
No doubt about it, all year long.
So it's a 2-1 count. Dubon into second with his 7th steal in 8 attempts. They got decent team speed too, as well as all that power. 2-1 pitch coming to the right-hand batting shortstop. Here it is, low and away. Well, he certainly eased the pain of Correa leaving. 3-1 now. Bayo to the set. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball, top foul, third base side. The error by Devers was the 17th. Pena signed in 2018. Pitch is down and in, ball 4. He threw him with 3-2 changeup and missed. So Jeremy Pena, third round pick out of the University of Maine, takes his base. He was not heavily recruited by colleges till his senior year in high school. Maine was in on it early. Followed it most of his career, and he said that early interest led to his decision to play up in Orono. He went 3 seasons, started every game in his college career before being drafted in the 3rd round of 23. A pitching coach visit now with Dave Bush. So an error, steal, and a walk. Second issued by Bayo. And the Houstons are threatening here. Headed to Fenway Park in Prudential Center's garage for just $20. Shop, dine, and see Fenway from 51 floors above and view Boston's 360-degree outdoor deck atop Prudential Tower. Altuve getting the boos as the fog continues to roll in. Altuve is struck out and popped his second. 2 on, 1 out. Bayo delivers. And a big swing and a foul tip into the mid. Altuve may be a little guy at 5'6", but he packs a wallop. Takes a huge swing. From Maracay, Venezuela, now living in Houston. They list him at 5'6", 167. He's strong. Ball jumps off his bat. Here's the pitch home. Low and away. Dubon at second. Pena at first, so good speed aboard. Dusty Baker in his 26th year as a Major League manager, 7th on the all-time win list. With almost 2,200 wins now, he's certainly headed to Cooperstown.
Well, here we go again in the 5th inning, and a bullpen arm. Joe Jakes is up for the Red Sox.
Pitch count now at 75. The pitch. Fastball is high.
I mean, routinely, Brian's been going over 90, 95, 100. Seems like this would be a night to absolutely lean into that.
Push him to the limit. This is a crucial series, as we said before it began. 2-1 the count, 2 on, 1 out. Bayo delivers. Swing and a miss. Got a good fastball by him on the inside at 95.
Challenge. By the way, it is always troubling to make errors, but against a team like this, to do it against the bottom of the order to bring up the Thunder is even more damaging.
It was pretty much a routine ground, and I hit all that hard. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a pickoff throw, and the second baseman was not on the bag. Hamlin was lucky to stop it.
That play has not gone well for the Red Sox this year. I think the routine play is the one that gets Raffy more often than not.
Then he, after the bobble, tried to rush the throw and threw it away. 75th pitch by Red Sox pitcher, brought to you by the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund as we honor 75th anniversary of the Jimmy Fund this season. This is day 1 of our radio telethon for the Jimmy Fund. The 2-2 pitch. A little bit low. Just with a hard sinker down and away. Altuve does strike out some. We'll see if they send the runners here. With speed aboard with Dubon at second and Pena at first.
I would be totally surprised with the guys coming up later.
Yep. Bregman on deck, who homered. Alvarez after him. He homered and doubled. 2-1 Houston as the Red Sox try to prevent them from adding to that lead here. The payoff pitch coming. Long set. And the runners go back as he bluffs a pickoff throw to second. Nobody covering.
You wonder if he almost did that to encourage them to run here, because now he cannot do anything other than come home, or else it'd be a balk.
It was a disengagement. Again, he's ready. The 3-2 pitch. Runners hold, and it swung on a top foul over by the fungo circle on the third base side.
23 postseason home runs all time for Altuve, second only to Manny Ramirez.
That's remarkable. I know he was a good postseason performer, but second overall. And
part of it is they're in every year, and they play a lot of games every year.
There's Mickey Mantle, the World Series record of 18. That may never be broken. Again, a 3-2 pitch. Bayo deals. Swinging a bouncing ball over the mound of the second base bag. Grabbed by Hamilton. Throws it away. He had a chance for a double play, but bounced the throw. And fortunately for the Red Sox, Dubon held it third.
I thought Story should have been there to make the play. I also thought Hamilton almost took his foot off the bag before he gloved the ball.
Yeah, I wasn't sure he had the out at second because he went running over the bag. Was a soft bounding ball.
They won't look. And why, by the way, did Dubon not score?
He should have scored. The ball got away clearly.
Ooh.
Very close to not being an out at second, and he bounced the throw. Not really all that far from Casas, but he couldn't come up with it.
Don't you think that's Story's play?
Well, Dubon was closer to the bag, I think, with the pull hitting Altuve up there. In any event, there's no error charge because the runners didn't advance. But Dubon should have scored. So the force goes 4 unassisted, first and third. And here's Bregman, who homered in the first inning. Line to second his next time, and he takes a high slider for a strike.
Rafi's defense is a bigger picture, long-term problem, but the most pressing, overarching thing is Bayo's going to be the ace of this team for years. He induces ground balls. The Red Sox have got to find an infield behind him that fields them.
It should have been a double play. Here's the pitch home, and a line drive base hit into left field. The error comes back to haunt. 3-1 Houston. Bond scores. Altuve stops at second. Here comes Alex Cora.
Wow.
Only 82 pitches, 51 strikes. They do have Alvarez coming up, so you may want Jakes for that.
But then what after
only in
that?
the fifth inning. There's a long way to go in this game, and that will do it for Bayo. He wasn't really hit all that hard, except the home runs in the first inning. I mean, this was an error, a walk, double play that wasn't made, and a line drive single. So Joe Jakes, back from Worcester, coming on. We have a pitching change. We come to you on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Network.
New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealer stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Jakes is on to face Yordan Alvarez. This is a move that, I mean, yeah, it's left on left, but for a team that has been so short in the bullpen to pull their steadiest, sturdiest pitcher in an inning where he got a couple ground balls, he should be out of the inning. This is a roll of the dice in a major way. I think it'd be one thing if this were Brennan Bernardino, but this is Joe Jakes. And so for the second straight night, you get the guy who's just up from AAA in a huge spot against the real thunder in the Houston orders. So this is a tenuous spot, to say the least, for Jakes and the Red Sox. We have the Diesel Direct question of the game, which is brought to you by Diesel Direct. They remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. How many of the remaining 30 games do you expect Cedar Rafaela to play with the Red Sox? More than 15 or fewer? Well, Alex Cora said that one of Abreu and Rafael has a great chance to stick with the team. We will see about that. The Catches Law Group injury report, by the way. Jaron Duran lost for the year. He'll have season-ending surgery tomorrow, and his year will be done.
Well, here's Alvarez with 2 on, 2 out. This inning should have ended long ago. The error opened the gates. A double play wasn't turned. That should have been. Alvarez is homered and doubled. And he takes a strike over the outer half from Joe Jakes.
Tucker and Alvarez have two of the best OPSs in the game against lefties.
Alvarez hit a wicked shot that got out in 3.5 seconds by the pesky Paul. His 23rd home run in the first, and then double high off the wall and left his next time up. 3-1. Houston's on top. Jakes delivers. Slider low and away. Jakes out of Manhattan College. He's from New Jersey. Long time in the minors. And a 1-1 pitch. Strike over the inside edge. He came down and in with a fastball. Barclaw sent back to the minors today, and Jakes was called up. Fresh arm and a left-handed arm. Pitch is swung on and fouled around the batter's box. Red Sox have already really missed Bernardino, who was so good.
In a major way.
That one stung Alvarez on the front foot, right foot. Walking it off. 3-1. Houston on top, only 4 2/3 for Bayo. It's been the case for Red Sox starters lately. The pitch and a break with the inside edge, strike 3, and he knew it. That was aimed right at his shoulder, and it broke down and in. So Jakes does strand 2. The move paid off there. After 4.5, 3-1 Houston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Introducing the new Starbucks Iced Apple Crisp Oat Milk Shaken Espresso. Made with blonde espresso, creamy oat milk, and spiced apple flavors. It's an icy crisp sip you can enjoy all autumn long. Order ahead on the Starbucks app.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
It was your father's leather chair and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, it's Justin Turner. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Bottom of the 5th, the Herb Chambers batting order brings Hamilton to the plate. He bluffs a bunt, takes ball 1. David Hamilton grounded to short. His first time up, made it very close with his great speed and a close play at first. J.P. France delivers home and leaves it low. It's 2-0. Bayo, 4 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, only 82 pitches, 51 strikes. The 2-0. Strike called at the knees in the inning. Got out of hand as leadoff man reached on the air by Devers, and then Hamilton made a terrible throw trying to turn a double play that would have ended the inning. 2-1 is grounded hard to first. Picked there by Abreu nicely, and he steps on the bag for the out. And any major league team would respond when given extra outs, but especially this one. Back to school season is a busy time. Getting your kids to and from school, extracurricular activities can leave little time for other things. So to help Shaws and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery, try it during back to school season. Shaws and Star Market can save you time and money. Verdugo takes a strike. He was robbed of a hit at the bottom of the first on a diving catch by the center fielder Dubon. Then he singled to right center in the third, and that broke an 0-for-14 drought, and he fouls a changeup off the catcher's shin guard. Each team with 4 hits. The Astros lead where it counts 3-1. Well, the Red Sox are going to have to depend on the bullpen tonight. Here's the 0-2, and it swung on, hit hard, backhanded by the second baseman on the first hop. Altuve throws to first. 2 quick outs here for France.
Looks like it's going to be Jakes in the next inning.
Well, they got the lefty leading off Tucker, who kills left-hand pitching, then Abreu, then the left-hand batting Brantley. So
it would seem to me, just kind of reading the tea leaves, Joe, that, I mean, Alex said they're more fresh today than yesterday. But if you're going to make that move with Bayo, you'd have to figure there are a lot of guys who can come in.
Devers grounds the first pitch foul outside of first. Raffy is lined deep to right and single to right, a bounding ball.
Because wouldn't you say this is not a game you can worry about the fact that you're trailing? I mean, you got to keep it where it is.
Not a day to think about tomorrow. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. So Raffy with an 0-2 count. This is the 29th day of August, game number 133. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. Yankees about to make it 2 straight wins and win a series. They haven't done that in a long time. They're in Detroit.
Cut Josh Donaldson today.
They let him go?
They did.
Long overdue. The 1-2, foul to the backstop. That was one of the worst signings they've had in a long time.
Meantime, the Angels, who went all in at the deadline, today put 5 guys on waivers, including Lucas Giolito, for whom they traded a top 100 prospect.
Mixed messages there. Here's the pitch. Up and away with a high fastball.
Salary dump at this point. I mean, anybody can claim him for free. It goes in reverse order of winning percentage.
You got to pay him, though, unless he becomes a free agent. Then you can negotiate. Nationals beating the Blue Jays 5-1 through 5 at Toronto. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball to second. Altuve has it. The edge of the grass, short flip to first, and France has a 1-2-3 inning through 5. Houston 3, Boston 1 on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow. Engineered to help you sleep 5 degrees cooler all night. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Those old stone walls across Rhode Island's countryside always captured your attention. And today, as a landscaper, you continue to craft that same beauty by laying one stone at a time, which is also why you choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft a better banking experience, one customer at a time. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
While we go into the top of the 6th inning, the Red Sox trailing the Astros in an absolutely essential game. 3-1. Joe Jakes continues in the game, and he'll see the single toughest left-hander against left-handed pitching in the game. And with an OPS of .965, Kyle Tucker, who, in spite of the frustrations in this series, the Red Sox have reasonably held him in check until now. He leads off, Jakes throws, and Tucker, on cue, loops one into right field, and that's a base hit. Verdugo races over to his left. He cuts it off, keeping Tucker to a single. The Red Sox do have right-handed action in their bullpen. It's John Schreiber. You would figure that this will be Jakes' last hitter, although Brantley is on deck, so maybe that's the idea. Get him through the lefty Brantley and then go to the right-hander Schreiber. John Goff is with us on this first night of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. John, sorry about the game getting in the way of what is a really special night to all of us. As Abreu takes a pitch for a strike on the outside corner. You are the sales operation manager for Volkswagen. Great to see you.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here. Grew up a Red Sox fan and couldn't be more excited.
Well, hopefully you'll be a good luck charm here and let Jakes get out of a jam. Tucker runs. That pitch is outside. McGuire's throw is in time. They got him. That was spectacular from Reese McGuire, one of his best pop times of the year on a high fastball. And Tucker, who's one of the great runners in the game, is caught stealing.
Good luck number 1 for you.
There you go. So you and a lot of your automobile partners are showing some real generosity tonight.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, I cover some dealers in the Providence area, and then the Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine Auto Dealer Association have donated $5,000 to the Jimmy Fund, and it's something they're happy to do every year.
That's really amazing generosity. As the Astros do want to look at this, it was a bang-bang play down there at second base. Tucker didn't really argue. Watching the replay, it's hard to tell. I mean, I think the first shot we had, there is dirt between his hand and the bag as he gets tagged, and I think that last split-second review, I think he's safe. The only question is it enough and is it definitive to overturn the call?
It was not a really good angle there that we've seen in the first two replays.
It's very, very close. I thought the second of the three replays showed that he maybe by just a split second was safe. John, do you have an opinion, safe or out?
Oh, my opinion's out. I can see it from all the way out here. Plain as day.
Spoken like a true Red Sox fan. So they are talking it over with New York, and John has just announced that Volkswagen has donated $5,000 to the telethon. We'll get you an updated number in a minute. And as somebody who grew up in New Hampshire, you're well versed in what the Jimmy Fund means to this organization and to this community writ large, and I'm sure that's a major reason why Volkswagen's a part of it.
Oh, absolutely. And when the auto dealers, they have to decide on what they're going to spend their marketing funds for, this was the easiest decision.
Here comes the call, John. 1 second.
After review, the call on the field stands. The winner is out. Houston loses their challenge.
I don't know what he's talking about, Joe. I do think he probably was safe, and had that been the call, it would have stood just the same, but he is out, and that's a big momentum play. One down for Abreu. Carry on, John. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, I was just saying this was the easiest decision. There was a complete, every dealer was on board. Yeah. It's something I look forward to every year.
Abreu fouls the pitch off on the third base side. It's 1-2.
Johnny Babineau with new total $1,377,463, and that is $274,000 ahead of last year's pace.
Outstanding.
1-2 is on a line past Devers off his glove. On one hopping into left field, Devers lays prostrate on the ground. That was an almost impossible play. It did catch leather. And the caught stealing looms even larger now as Abreu smacks base hit into left. So now 1 on with 1 out for Michael Brantley as Schreiber continues to warm. So since you've shown generosity to the Jimmy Fund, we implore our listeners to show Volkswagen some generosity. You guys got some cool things coming on the line.
Absolutely. We got a lot of electric cars coming in the next year and a half.
Pitch to Brantley, a strike.
Right now we have the electric ID4 that's been out. It's been doing outstanding for us. Every month we're selling more than the month before. And beginning of next year we get a new sedan, which is pretty outstanding, called the ID7.
0-1. John's a pro. He waits for pitches as Jakes delivers. And that is a strike on a slider at the bottom of the zone.
And the thing that most people are looking forward to is we're bringing back the iconic bus. The Volkswagen bus this time next year will be out in a 7-passenger electric version. So
electric.
People are very excited for it.
Joe has some great memories in those buses, I guarantee. 0-2 to Michael Brantley.
Big in the late 60s.
The pitch is just outside. Very close.
When was the last time you made them?
That was the late 70s, so it took almost 40-plus years to bring it back, and people are excited for it, Joe.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out in the top of the 6th. 3-1 Houston. Jakes throws. And a slider skied into right field. Verdugo looking through the fog, drifting back in front of the warning track. He's there to make the play. You'd figured that will do it for Jakes, and it will as Alex Cora comes out of the dugout. So you got the electric bus coming online, new sedans. And overall, now that we seem to be pretty clear of this pandemic, have you seen that your world is mostly returned to normal?
Finally. It was a lot longer than people expect. Yeah. It took us a while because as a global company, some of our cars are built in Mexico, some are built in the United States. But getting parts was not easy to build cars. We're finally there, and we're seeing our inventories pick up, and we're going to actually have a sales event right after the Labor Day holiday. Now that our inventories are back.
That's beautiful. The microchips are back in line, and you can get cars as you want. John, it was great to have you with us. Thanks so much for joining. And again, most of all, thanks for your generosity to the Jimmy Fund.
Good luck, quick inning.
Thank you so much. John Schreiber is coming on to the mound. 3-1 Astros with 2 down, and Abreu at first. Back with more from Fenway on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealers' Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealers stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
John Schreiber is on the mound for the Red Sox, trailing 3-1 in the top of the sixth. This Boston just right in the crosshairs, trying to stay in the playoff race on the first night of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We told you that Jaron Duran is lost for the season. He'll have surgery tomorrow on the Catches Law Group injury report. Since '86, Catches has won over $2 billion for their injured clients. You never pay unless Catches wins. And by the way, when you want to reel in fresh and delicious seafood, just head to the seafood department at Shaw's and Star Market. Take your pick from their wide assortment, quality seafood, and meet their seafood experts. You'll always land a great catch. In their seafood department, Shaw's and Star Market is perfecting the art of fresh. We're now in the sixth inning. The fourth inning was brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. $1.377 million raised so far tonight. Here is Yainer Diaz. Fog is really settled in over Fenway Park as Diaz, right-handed hitter, takes a Schreiber slider outside for ball one. Schreiber pitched twice in the Dodgers series. 33rd overall appearance. 1-0 is outside. He had the oblique injury. And really over the last couple weeks, even he would tell you, the stuff is just not quite as razor sharp. Key spot for him here. Runner at first with two down. Diaz is struck out and grounded out. The pitch is low and outside, a slider. And it's 3-0. And Alex Cora is not happy. I mean, he has the look of a man who wants a strike right here. 3-0 the pitch. Inside corner, a strike, and it's 3-1. That was a gift in some ways. Diaz, I think, is justifiably frustrated. And it's 3-1. That drives Cora crazy when guys come out of the bullpen and don't throw strikes. 3-1. The pitch is low, ball four. So the Red Sox, who had so much difficulty throwing strikes last night, issue a two-out walk here. And most unusual, after one hitter, Dave Bush is coming out of the dugout. You can sort of sense between Dave and Alex these last couple nights, whether it's the lack of availability or sometimes just outright execution, they're frustrated. And so much is on the line right now. And this becomes yet another one of those key moments. Conversation is broken up on the mound by Clint Vondrack, the home plate umpire.
Vondrack's done a pretty good job tonight.
I think so too. Here's Dubon, who has made a great diving catch in center, lined out to right, and hit the ball that Raffy misplayed at third. He's also stolen a bag. 2 on, 2 out. Schreiber throws. And Dubon loops one down the first base line, but foul. And out of play. 5-1 Nats lead the Blue Jays in the fifth inning. Dubon broke his back. That wouldn't have happened had he used a piece of lumber from Cape Cod Lumber, cclco.com. Let's see. The Rays came all the way back. They now lead the Marlins 4-2. That's bad news for the Red Sox. We will see Tampa on the back end of the upcoming road trip. It begins after tomorrow's finale with these Astros. 0-1. Slider down and away. And really, I mean, the weapon for Schreiber last year was the slider. In this last few outings, it's just not had the same bite, and he's not been able to really locate it for a strike.
Got the save on Saturday, but that was fortunate when Mookie hit the ball 101 miles an hour to deep center.
1-1 is lined into center field. Back into his right goes Duvall, and he cannot get it. It hits the base of the wall. 1 run scores. Story's relay throw is going to come home. The tag from McGuire, and they got him. No, he's safe. The throw beat him, but Reese McGuire tagged Diaz on the chest, and I guess the ruling from Clint Vondrack is that the foot was on the plate before it did. Red Sox consulting with the video room, and they will not look.
Missed the tag. You got the tag, but in the wrong spot.
And, of course, the biggest problem is that Schreiber laid a cookie in there to Dubon, and that is just a careless play by McGuire. It makes you appreciate the way Connor Wong handles those. Reese is, of course, trying to let Diaz have a lane to the plate, and actually it was the left hand that got the plate before the tag.
It was a really good slide to get that left hand with the oven mitt on it.
But once you have the ball, you do kind of need to lunge over on the plate. He did not do that, and that is really a backbreaker. 2-run double for Dubon, and it's 5-1 Astros. Here's a ground ball foul outside of third.
Dubon, who spent 4 years in the Red Sox system, has been a big force today. Diving catch in the first inning, which who knows what would have happened after that. And this 2-run double.
So now the deficit is 4. Just a huge swing of the bat. The pitch. Slider way outside. And, of course, this does sort of revisit the notion of pulling your best starting pitcher when he'd not thrown all that many pitches. And I'm not necessarily saying Bayo would still be in the game right here, but you never know. I mean, had he gotten Alvarez, he could have had a quick 6th inning here. The 2-1 is skied foul down the right field line. And Jakes did well to get Alvarez, but then Tucker singled, Abreu singled. And now Schreiber being hit hard. A walk and a double. And again, that's why Alex was so frustrated by the walk to Diaz. In a tight game with so much on the line, that kind of thing just can't happen. 2-2. Here's a comebacker. Schreiber gloves, steps to first, throws high, and Casas is able to barely glove it and keep the toe on the bag. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 5-1 Astros in the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort. Which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
5-1 Astros as we go to the bottom of the 6th. The heart of the order, Turner, Yoshida, and Duvall do up against J.P. France, who in the fog winds and throws, and JT takes a strike on the outside corner. New right-handers up in the Red Sox bullpen. So troubling the way that top of the 6th went. The 0-1 is on the ground to third, and it's picked beautifully over there by Bregman. He runs and throws to first. Just like that, 2 pitches and 1 down. I mean, the error by Devers in the 5th inning led to a run. And then A couple of hits, a walk. The inability to tag the runner at the plate by McGuire on a great relay by Story led to another run. And unfortunately, we've just said it too many times. You cannot expect to win games when you give out extra outs. Can't do it. Fastball to Masataka Yoshida misses low for ball one. And it's a problem the Red Sox are going to need to address.
These 3 plays not made tonight have been so costly.
Fastball misses inside a changeup, actually, and it's 2-0. Yeah, the Devers play. That Reese McGuire non-tag. And Hamilton not been able to turn that double play. 2-0 to Yoshida. Need to come back in the worst way. And here's a chopper softly on the right side. Altuve has it. Sidearm throw to first. And they're 2 down. Take 10 seconds for station ID in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
2 down, bottom 6. Red Sox trailing the Astros 5-1, in danger of falling 6.5 behind them in the wild card chase. Adam Duvall, the hitter, he takes a curveball in the dirt, bounces all the way to the backstop. It's 1-0. One thing about this team all year long, when you thought they were down and out, they've had answers. They've been resilient. They've punched back. Boy, do they need that here. 1-0. Duvall is singled, been called out on strikes, and he drives one high and deep into left field and gone. That is a start from Duvall. He gets the Red Sox going. A home run into the first row of the monster seats, and it is 5-2. Where would this offense be right now without Adam Duvall?
7 homers in his last 9 games. Wow.
Like to have him hit with runners on base. That was a hanging curveball, and I think after taking 3 curveballs the at-bat before, Duvall was ready for that. Top spinning line drive, just really into the beginning of the second row. And how about that? Dusty Baker's not messing around. That's going to be the last pitch thrown by France. Dusty, with a smile on his face, shakes J.P. France's hand. He walks off disappointed. And Tristan Casas, as he so often does with 6 guys on the mound, not the pitcher, is going to stand in the batter's box. Something you never see any other hitters do. He'll have a chance.
Get loose.
The visualization process.
Now he walks over toward the dugout because
he'll get the book.
I want a scouting report on the new pitcher.
Yeah, Rafael Montero, hard-throwing right-hander, will come out of the dugout. Well, it's a start for sure for the Red Sox. Bayo threw 82 pitches tonight. His 75th was brought to you fittingly on this night by the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund as we honor the 75th anniversary of the Jimmy Fund this season. Now, Rafael Montero, whom the Red Sox saw a couple of times and hit him hard in Houston, is on with 2 outs and the bases empty. Run into the bottom of the 6th. And how big are the defensive misplays now? This really should be a 1-run game. But as it is, it's 5-2. Casas to bat when we return to Fenway, the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealer stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
On we go. Continuing in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Adam Duvall has made it a 3-run deficit. Rafael Montero, right-hander with a huge arm who often can struggle to throw strikes, comes in with a 5.37 ERA. He'll see Casas, and then if the inning continues, Trevor Story. It is unbelievable what Adam Duvall is doing right now. And
I know 9 home runs in August.
It's unreal. Just like at the beginning of the season, he really can carry an offense. He's almost matching what he did in the first 2 weeks of the year when he was the best hitter in the sport. So here's Montero. You know, I know the plan is to play Rafaela tomorrow, but you understand Casas takes out.
Play as well.
Even DH him or something. I mean, you cannot take that bat out. You wouldn't think.
He probably play left tomorrow.
1-0. The pitch. Casas takes outside. This is the thing about Montero. In this situation, a walk would be a great outcome. France got away with some stuff early in the game, settled in the middle innings, and chased here in the sixth with 2 down. Much better than last time. 2-0 is outside. So 3-0 for Casas. We've said so many times, in these situations, hitters counts, you want them to be aggressive. This is not one of them. You need base runners. 5-2 the score. Here's the 3-0. That is a strike. And now, of course, that calculus changed. Now Tristan will get into more the damage mode.
This guy's given up 10 homers in 55 innings. ERA approaching 6.
3 balls, 1 strike. It's power on power. Casas has singled and walked, having a real good night and a real good month. 21 homers. 3-1. Montero winds, he throws, and Casas takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. 96 miles an hour. That was a strike, but it's also not a bad take from Casas. I mean, there's not much he's going to do about that. 3-2 now. Here's the pitch. Tristan swings and misses. He is struck out. So from 3-0 to a strikeout. And the inning is over. The Red Sox do get a Duvall homer. And we go to the 7th inning at Fenway. 5-2 Houston on the Shaws and Star Market. Red Sox.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort. Which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Tanner Houck. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Red Sox will go to Josh Winkowski. Here's we go to the top of the 7th. He scores 5-2. Houston out in front of the Red Sox. And it's just so unfortunate that the bullpen chart, the medicals, last night reflected that Winkowski and others could not pitch in the game in which the Red Sox led. So now Winkowski comes on, kind of in desperation mode, which you totally understand the move. The Red Sox cannot afford to fall further behind, and they can scarcely afford to lose this game. And they would put them 6.5 behind Houston, and with a chance to be swept in the series tomorrow. Here's Jose Altuve, who takes inside for ball 1 from Winkowski.
He's now 3rd in the American League in relief innings, 69.
That's a big reason why they laid off him last night. 1-0 is a little bit high and in, a sinking fastball. 2-0. As the remaining games dwindle, this really is crunch time for the Red Sox. 2-0 is a slider on the inside corner, cut fastball, and it's 2-1. I mean, Red Sox have been resilient. They've had answers, but just running out of time to have another. As they hit a little cold spell here at the worst time, the 2-1. Swinging a soft ground ball to third. Devers has it. Softly crow hops to first. Makes the throw. And there's one away. Red Sox are trying to do everything they can to improve Rafi's pre-pitch moves. They put a lot of work into that before the season and really have for a couple of years. It's been better for Rafi, but this season's been a defensive step back. Here is Bregman, who homered in the first inning.
It started out well, but when he makes an error, it seems to get into his head.
Yeah, it does. And again, it's so often the routine play. He can make brilliant, difficult plays. 0-1 is a cutter just outside. Slider. And they put it up on the board anyway. And it's 1-1. Adam Duvall has been incredible. 7 homers in 9 games. 5-2 the score in the 7th. 1-1 is a little bit high. And it's 2-1 to Bregman. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Red Sox. 2-1. Swing and miss. Really good slider there. And it's 2-2. Two in the first for the Astros. Unearned run in the 5th, and then really difficult 2 runs in the 6th. 2-2 to Bregman. Here's a line hopper into right field, a base hit. Bregman is 3 for 4. He's just tormented the Red Sox over the years. And now he's on board for Yordan Alvarez.
Bregman hit the ball where Benintendi made that diving catch. Huge play to end the ALCS game in 2018.
Still, we'll never know how you finished that call.
Flat on my back after falling out of my chair.
So, like, as you're falling to the ground, did you see it before you hit the ground?
Yes. I went to get up. The chair had wheels on it, so it was backpedaling.
Here's Alvarez.
The chair went one way and I went the other.
Just out of excitement, the moment got you. I can understand that. One of the great catches in Red Sox history.
Certainly one of the most important.
1-0. Pitch, low and away. And I'm sorry to say this, but it's feeling more and more like a distant memory.
Almost 5 years ago.
And none of that team really, other than Devers, remains. It's Sale and Rafi. That's it. 2-0. Pitch is a strike. And, of course, we all understand the math of it with contracts that were due, especially to Sale and Price and others. But when you have a historic, all-time great team like that seems set up for an incredible run. 2-1.
119 wins.
The pitch is crushed into left center field. No chance for Yoshida. This thing one hops off the wall to the left of the web sign. Yoshida spins and throws the story. Bregman holds at third, and Yordan Alvarez, well, you know, he's only 7 for 8 in the series with 2 homers and 2 doubles. He's a marvel. Unreal.
He's 9 for 15 against the Red Sox this year. 2 homers.
He's just unreal. So
another
now
pitching coach visit.
He has been wearing out a path to the mound because now Kyle Tucker's up. The Red Sox are going to intentionally walk him, which makes all the sense in the world because Tucker's so feared. More than that, you go right on right with Jose Abreu. I think, you know, part of the reason the Red Sox have stayed away from guys like Schreiber and Winkowski on nights like last night is that it's not only the reports of the medical staff using all the science and data saying, you know, we could push them closer to injury. It's also they track so many, you know, features of their stuff and their pitches. And I would imagine that at this time of year, some of those underlying numbers show that the stuff is just not quite as good.
And as Alex said, they look at the stress situations too, like Winkowski, high stress when he came in with the bases loaded the other day.
Here is Abreu. He takes strike one. Good fastball at 97. That's a great pitch. And it's 0-1. Well, I think it sort of goes without saying. Game is on the line right here. Already trailing by 3. 0-1 is foul on the first base side.
He got one of the best RBI men of his generation. Maybe not so much this year, but...
Well, even down in Houston and in this series already, he's shown in these spots, he's a problem. 0-2. Bases loaded with 1 down. Winkowski's ready. He throws. And Abreu fouls it off down the right field side. Stays 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there.
He did. That's part of what makes him so great and dangerous. Story, McGuire, and Hamilton scheduled to hit for the Red Sox. They do have Refsnyder, Wong, Urias, and Rafaela available on the bench. First things first, got to get out of this major jam. 0-2, trailing by 3 with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball up the middle. Backhanded stop by Hamilton from his backside. Flips to second for 1. Relay to first, not in time. Would have been an absolutely brilliant double play to turn. A run scores on a hard ground ball by Abreu. Another RBI for him. And the Red Sox did everything they could to turn that. Hamilton had a little difficulty getting it out of his glove, understandably. But in a 2-strike count, that's allowed contact, and the lead is 4. On the play, Bregman scored Alvarez to third. They get Tucker at second. That certainly saved another run. That stopped by Hamilton. And here now is Michael Brantley. Winkowski throws, and he spins one in there for strike 1. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. And then final couple hours or so of the Jimmy Fund Telethon.
Day 1, Will and I will be with you.
0-1, swing and a miss. Cut fastball in under the hands, and it's 0-2. (6-2) Astros. Still first and third with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Down and in. For all the hand-wringing and dissection of last night and probably tonight, the decision to take Bayo out, the underlying issue, really, since the middle of July has been the starting pitching for the Red Sox has not gone deep enough into games.
Taxes the bullpen.
1-2. That's a little bit low.
You know, looking at this Houston team and what Seattle's doing, has the American League West become a stronger division than the East? With Houston? Of course, you do have the Oakland A's, so.
Yeah. But it's certainly an interesting conversation. 2-2. That's low. I mean, the Yankees playing a little bit better, but they...
Well, they're playing Detroit.
They are. They're having a rough year. And then it's amazing how hot the Mariners have gotten.
Their offense especially, they've always had the pitching.
Well, Julio Rodriguez has just been a total igniter for them. 3-2, runner goes from first, and Brantley fouls it off on the first base side.
He may have moved into the MVP race, although it's tough to unseat Ohtani.
Yeah, I think in some ways that's a fait accompli, but there's no question, if you're just talking about, like in the old school, I think if this is the 60s, J-Rod would have an awesome chance to win it when voters really valued team record in that voting. So many Yankees won it so often. 3-2. He is on a line to second. Hamilton, very nice play. He had a good inning defensively. But another run comes home. 7th inning stretch at Fenway Park. 6-2 Astros. Story will lead it off when we come back in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, Movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Those old stone walls across Rhode Island's countryside always captured your attention. And today, as a landscaper, you continue to craft that same beauty by laying one stone at a time, which is also why you choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft a better banking experience, one customer at a time. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
RIPTA's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your RIPTA fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit RIPTA.com. Thank you for riding RIPTA.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Trevor Story to lead it off against Rafael Montero, Red Sox. 9 outs to work with, trailing the Astros 6-2. And in danger of falling 6.5 games out in the AL wildcard race. Story has flied to center and struck out swinging. Right on right, the pitch to him. He is up and in, almost hit him. Fastball at 95, and it's 1-0 doubles for diabetes. Every Red Sox double will donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association. Brought in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector, the place to go if you need health insurance. 1-0. Story loops one foul. That was well off the plate and outside. It's spoiled into the seats down the right field line, and it's 1-1. Keep the phone calls coming. Nearing $1.5 million. 877-738-1234. Donate to the Jimmy Fund. It's always an emotional couple of nights here at Fenway. 1-1. Montero throws, and Story fouls it straight back. He had a pitch to hit there. Maybe a little bit up above the zone, but fouled straight back. 1-2. On the one hand, it's so inspirational to see the great work that's being done, the courage of all of those who research and treat cancer, which affects so many of us, the 1-2 just outside the Story. But it is also such a poignant reminder of how fortunate all of us are to be at a place like Fenway Park, and to, at the moment, be free and have our health. The 2-2 is popped up into left field. Brantley drifting in. He is there to make the play, and Story is the first out in the bottom of the 7th. And with one down, here comes Reese McGuire. Joe has had such a long, great run with the Jimmy Fund, and time and again has been over in the clinics talking with patients and children. And on the field today, before the game, on our air, on the television side, the pitch to Reese McGuire is a little bit low. You cannot help but be totally overwhelmed by the youngest of the patients at the Jimmy Fund. Their courage is off the charts. The 1-0 to McGuire misses. 2-0.
There have been many stories that have turned out well, others certainly tragic. But that's why we do what we do with a radio telethon.
2-0 to Reese. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. One down in the 7th, 6-2 Astros.
I'm eternally grateful to my Late great partner Ken Coleman for introducing me to the Jimmy Fund as a volunteer first and then a staff member. Ken was the chairman.
2-1 down and in to McGuire, ball 3.
Ken had a full-time job as chairman of the Jimmy Fund and doing full-time Red Sox radio. And did a marvelous job. Succeeded by Mike Andrews.
3-1. That is a strike right there.
Which, as we mentioned earlier, may be the most important job that any former Red Sox player has ever held. And what a job Mike did for 3 decades.
3-2 pitch on the way to McGuire. That is ball 4. Good take there by McGuire. So it's like trying to get something going here with 1 down. And they will let David Hamilton hit here, which is a little bit surprising to me. I thought they would have considered maybe Urias. They save Refsnyder usually for lefties. But Hamilton hit the ball hard to first his last time. He's 0 for 2. Now 4 for 32 this season. 1 on, 1 out. Montero ready. The bullpen goes for the Astros, and Hamilton skies one into right field. Tucker has it. That one off the end of the bat.
Have a new total, $1,427,962. And that is almost $300,000 ahead of last year's pace.
Well, that means we need to get to 1.5 and beyond during the game. Don't let the score deter you.
We'll be with you to midnight, Will and I, after the game.
Here's Verdugo, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored. Pitch to him is upstairs. You talked about Ken, and we saw Larry Lucchino down on the field today. You've done so much there. The one thing you know about everybody who's participated with any event linked to the Jimmy Fund is that you get out way more than you put in. 1-0 to Alex. The pitch is outside. Fastball, 2-0.
I mean, Alex commented that in his pregame show, talking about it, that when players visit the clinic, they light up, the kids light up. But as Alex said, sometimes it does more for those who are visiting, the ball players or the staff members.
2-0. He is ripped into right field. That's a base hit. McGuire's going to make the turn at second, but hold, which makes a whole lot of sense. Trailing by 4 with 2 outs. And here comes one of those moments for Rafi Devers. I wonder whether Dusty Baker is going to let Montero face him. He is, because the pitching coach is coming out to talk it over.
A long one now would get him right back there.
Again, you cannot overstate the importance of these next couple innings and really the next couple days. The Red Sox are staring up at these Astros, and to lose the first 2 of this series would be very difficult. Hector Neris is warming in the Astro bullpen. 4-run Houston lead. I am a little bit surprised that Montero stays in the game right here. Think about the great Jimmy Fund captains the Red Sox have had. I mean, in my time, Mitch Moreland, Nate Eovaldi, now Garrett Whitlock does a marvelous job in that role. Here is Rafi. What a time this would be for home run number 30. The pitch is outside, fastball. And it's 1-0. Of course, by the same token, if you load the bases for Turner, that works too.
Chris Martin loosening.
1-0. The pitch is swung on and missed. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. He pulled off that a little bit. I mean, normally when Rafi's going well, that fastball on the outside corner is slammed off of or over the wall. He tried to pull that pitch, and it's 1-1. 2 on, 2 out. Montero throws. Rafi takes just outside. That is always a good sign. And it's 2-1. Rafi is singled and lined out. He's 1 for 3. 2 for 3 with a double against this pitcher. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Rafi swings and misses. He chased a fastball up and in. 2-2. It's so hard to question anything Rafi does, given how productive a hitter he's been his whole Red Sox career. It is one of those moments where the swing got a little long. But hey, why not try to put one in the seats? Make this a one-run game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Pitch to Rafi is outside. A fastball 3-2. So now the runners will get a head start. Verdugo, the trail runner at first, could easily score on a ball in the gap. And for the first time all night, here comes Fenway. Three and 2 to Devers. The pitch. Swing and a foul. Back and out of play. He chased ball 4 there, did Rafi. Perhaps a touch over anxious. He has seen nothing but 4-seam fastballs. And the Astros know that if you miss down in the zone to Rafi, it's going to go a long way. Three and 2. Here's the pitch. Rafi swings and misses. He is struck out, and the inning is over. Red Sox have a huge opportunity. Go by to the 8th. 6-2 Houston on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Your entree into the restaurant business began in your home kitchen, and today your cafe's success continues with a well-crafted menu and a staff committed to add an extra touch, which is also why you chose Bank Rhode Island. Because with a straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank that's just as committed to add that extra touch. It's banking, well-crafted, from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
On we go to the 8th inning, and Winkowski's back out there. Give up a run on 2 hits and left 2 in the 7th inning. That wasn't quite as crisp as it's been. He's got Yanair Diaz, Mauricio Dubon has been a big factor, and Jeremy Pena here in the 8th inning. The Herb Chambers batting order. 6-2, Houston on top. Herb Chambers batting order sponsored by Herb Chambers Kia of Burlington. It's been Bayo, Jakes, Schreiber, and Winkowski for the Red Sox. Bayo on the hook, although he pitched pretty well. 4 2/3 innings, only 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Walked 2, fan 2 through 82 pitches. Diaz takes a strike. He struck out looking. He grounded a second, then he walked. And he scored from first on a double by Dubon. The throw had him beaten, but he got the left hand on the plate. And McGuire didn't tag him until it was too late. Tagged him up on the chest, and he was safe. 1-1 the count. Winkowski deals, and the Fort Myers product leaves it outside. Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show. Save on action-packed Nissan lineups today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. That's down 3-1. Dubon, who's been a big factor tonight, on deck. Gronkowski deals. And a line drive to right field. Back goes Verdugo toward the line, reaches up and makes the catch. A very hard hit ball. But an out.
He's going to be a player for a long time. Diaz is.
They keep coming up with young stars.
Their development process is awesome. They wait until they're sure they're ready, too. Like they took their time with Kyle Tucker.
And, you know, they're very good at scouting older players, especially in the Dominican Republic, that sign, like Valdez. They don't sign him at 16 or 17 often. Dubon fouls it to the right side out of Mauricio Dubon, line deep to right. Reached on the air by Devers and scored, and then double up the base of the wall in center field to drive in 2. And he grounds it on 2 soft hops to third. Rafi has it and throws low. And did Casas hold the bag? He did. Casas had to stretch toward the right field side. 2 men down. Where Jeremy Pena was grounded out 5-3, walked in, tapped to the pitcher. The attendance, 30,267, brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top tier tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. That one's low. After the game, we hope to visit with American League umpire, Major League umpire, and cancer survivor Phil Cuzzy.
I saw he had the plate in St. Louis last night. He did a very good job.
Working the Padres-Cardinals game tonight. They're an hour behind us. Call strike.
He's also the king of the ejection for the substance, like the sticky stuff.
How many has he run?
I'll look it up. Like 3 or 4.
There's a 1-1. Taken low. He's a wonderful guy who was relieved of his job and then ran into Len Coleman at a hotel, the National League president. Went all the way down to Class A, worked his way back to the big leagues. Blowing away, still going very strong at age 68.
That is loving it.
He loves the game. Jersey guy all the way. 3-1 to the Rhode Islander. Jeremy Pena swings and bounces it on 2 hops to short. Story charges, gloves, fires, and gets him. A 1-2-3 inning for Wink. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 6-2 Houston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Our right-hander Hector Neris becomes the third Houston pitcher. He's 6-2 with a 2.01 ERA, 57 games. Neris was a closer for the Phillies for a while. He's from Villa Altagracia in the Dominican Republic. Phillies from 14 through 21. Last year was first with the Houstons, who signed him as a free agent. Harris has 87 career saves, most of them with the Phillies. He had 3 last year. He's more of a setup man now. They have their closer, Ryan Presley. Red Sox bullpen busy.
Looks like Joe Vera to me.
There's Turner leading off in the 8th. Justin takes low and away. He's hitless tonight. 5-3 ground out, a 6-4 force, and a 5-3 ground out again. 288 for Justin Turner, who's been a real force this season and a leader. Harris delivers. He runs it over the inside edge, a call strike.
I think one of the real interesting debates in the offseason, you know, Turner's got this opt-out where he can still make a good amount of money and seek more. He's very happy with his wife Courtney in Boston, but there's one overarching question I think that has to be asked.
Pitch is a breaking ball low.
I mean, in a vacuum, you'd love him to retire a Red Sox player. It's been great. But at the moment, with the defense struggling as it is, the Red Sox have got to do something to shore that up, and they may have to move some of their other foundational players to a DH role.
That's low and away.
So can you afford to carry this many guys who, you know, kind of bat first?
Red Sox 4th and run scored. Fouled out of play. The offense has been decent. Been some inconsistent periods, of course, but every team runs into that. Harris has a huge ranch in the Dominican Republic. Stables 15 horses and 300 cows. 3-2. Popped up foul, first base side out of play.
So he and Rafi could have some talks. I know there's a big plan to go down to Rafi's ranch in the Dominican when we go down there for spring training. He's got peacocks and goats and all kinds of things.
That'd be fun to see.
Let's do it.
See how long we're there. When the Red Sox went there around 2000 to play Houston, they were there about 30 hours to pitch. Swinging a high pop-up foul. Does it have room for the catcher Diaz? He's on the track and he dropped it. Well, he was dancing back and forth and he hit off the side of his glove. Well, really did some twisting and turning, came back on him. That should be an E2. You could tell he was in trouble the way he kept moving, and he reached back, and the ball came back toward the field. They do charge an error. So another chance here for Turner. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball to third, backhanded by Bregman, throws him near the bag. Wide, but pulled down by Abreu, who's a good first baseman for the out. (6-2). Houston on top here in the 8th. Here's Yoshida, who's hit 3 ground balls, 2 to second and the other to third, which resulting in a 5-4-3 double play. He's been rolling over tonight. And he takes up and away ball 1. 877-738-1234. The number to call to make your Jimmy Fund donation, or text K Cancer to 20222 for $25 donation. Swinging a high pop-up. Should be an out. Altuve backpedaling and shallow right. And he makes the catch. 2 quick outs for Neris, and you can also donate online at jimmyfund.org. Better revisit our pregame interviews with Dave Roberts, cancer survivor, Dusty Baker, a cancer survivor.
Did you tell Dave you were not happy with the fact that his team didn't exactly do the Red Sox any favors?
Well, he'll still a hero here, whatever happened in that series. Duvall hits a high fly to center field, pretty deep, but playable for Dubon. He makes the catch at the edge of the track. That retires the side. Duvall homered, also singled earlier. After 8, 6-2, Houston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Joe Vera takes over for the Red Sox in the 9th inning. Ellie Jansen is available. He has not pitched since August 23rd in Houston, 1/3 of an inning. And before that, August 20th against the Yankees. But his last save is 29th. So he won't pitch tonight, apparently, unless we are extended here as Rivera takes over. The right-hander who was acquired from the San Francisco Giants has a 4.26 ERA overall. Witkowski, 2 innings, a run, 2 hits, and an intentional walk. And the Houstons have the top of the order, Altuve, Bregman, and Alvarez. And we have a new total, 1,449,389. First pitch, Altuve grounded to short. Story has it, throws on the run and gets him. Altuve's been quiet, 0 for 5 tonight after hitting for the cycle last night. And here's Bregman, who has been noisy. A home run in the first. Into the monster seats, his 22nd. A liner to second, a single to left that drove in a run, and a single to right. Scored 2, driven in 2. And the first pitch is low ball 1.
This game has had elements of so many of the frustrating losses for the Red Sox. Some spotty defense and a short start.
Fastball for a strike
from Bayo. But to me, again, it's one of those where early on, just like last night, you had a couple key at-bats. One from Story with 2-1 and 1 out. Popped out on a 3-0 pitch, and then the at-bat where Yoshida grounded into a double play after the error.
There's a call strike, that Bregman's error.
Like, the game is totally different if those at-bats end differently.
1-2 to Alex Bregman, who's out of the state of New Mexico. The pitch, ground ball foul. He grew up playing ball with Blake Swihart, who one time was a top Red Sox prospect.
I remember talking to Amiel Sadeh, who's now with the Arizona Diamondbacks, and Mike Hazen, and he was out scouting Swihart, where they were targeting.
Pitcher could run. The pitch, swinging a topper foul, third base side.
And he worked out that day with his buddy Bregman. And Amiel said, I mean, we fell in love with him, but they knew that the commitment to LSU was legit and that they'd have a very hard time landing him.
And then Houston was down at that period. They had a high draft pick. Bregman takes it low and away.
We've kind of had the model, they and the Orioles lately, where you get those top picks and you land on almost all of them.
For the Red Sox, Gilbert's got a 5.27 ERA in 11 games. 2-2 is outside. He's been mostly mop-up.
Speaking of the O's, they trailed 1-0 in the 7th. Santander hit a game-tying home run, and the O's piled on with 4 more and lead 5-1.
So they're likely to maintain their 2.5-game lead over Tampa Bay. 3-2 pitch coming to Bregman. And he pops it up off the end of the bat into shallow center. Story is there waiting about 10 feet back on the grass for the out. In the bottom of the ninth, Casas, Story, and McGuire are due. They do have action. It's not a safe situation to start the inning anyway.
Don't you think, Joe, if this game holds, starting tomorrow becomes a really perilous time for the Red Sox, where you have to convince yourself to stay in the fight?
Felt that way today. Here's Alvarez, who takes a low ball one. This guy's just been on fire. Well, he hits everybody, but especially the Red Sox. A home run in the first inning, a double off the wall in the left, a strikeout, and a double to left center. And he takes a strike. He's 9 for 15 against Boston this season. 2 out and nobody on. Top of the ninth. Strike over the inside corner. Imagine what his numbers would be without that oblique situation, would sideline him for over 6 weeks.
It'd be like most every other year in his career.
He takes low. Rivera started for the dugout. He thought that was strike 3. Plus, he's got the good plate discipline, too. Knows the strike zone. The 2-2. Down and in by his back leg. Finale tomorrow at 4:10. And Framber Valdez, who authored a no-hitter this year, although he's only 9-9, goes against Cutter Crawford, we think. Three and 2. Rivera deals, and a swing and a high pop-up, shallow left field. Yoshida there staggering a little, moves back and makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 they go, but we go to the ninth, and the Houstons lead the Red Sox 6-2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team. You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Ninth inning, Houston leading 6-2, and Ryan Abreu will be their third pitcher. Big right-hander who throws hard. Harris one perfect inning. Red Sox will send up Casas, Story, and McGuire here in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Maserati of Boston, Maserati of Millbury, and Maserati of Warwick.
I will get you in a moment the Diesel Direct poll results.
Can't wait. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show after the game. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Casas takes it low ball one.
50-50. Even split for the first time all year. Will Rafaela play more or less than 15 games down the stretch? The more the Red Sox lose, that number goes higher.
Yeah, I would say so. Casas takes a strike, especially now with Duran hurt and out for the rest of the season, which is so unfortunate. The young man really turned things around, was having an outstanding season. He had a great start, dipped a little, and then came back very effectively before he got hurt, running into the fence at Yankee Stadium. 2-1. Sounds like a similar injury to Aaron Judge. He had the toe. He didn't need surgery, but he was out over 6 weeks. Two and one to Casas, who was single, walked, and struck out. Here it is, and it's taken low. I'm going to revisit Dave Roberts' interview and also Dusty Baker's talking about their battle with cancer after the post-game show on a Jimmy Fund Radio telethon. Here from Alex Cora. Pitch is low and away, ball 4, so a leadoff walk. Their closer, Presley, is sitting in the dugout, bullpen dugout. He hasn't warmed yet. Here comes Trevor Story. His fly to center struck out and flied to left. Here's the pitch home. Fastball is in there for a strike.
The Blue Jays went to the 9th inning trailing 5-3. They had the bases loaded with nobody out for the Ruthian Davis Schneider. He struck out swinging.
Low and away.
Then Vladdy grounded out but drove home a run, so it's a 1-run game, 2nd and 3rd, with 2 outs for Danny Jansen.
He's been clutch for them. It's around the Mendoza line, but with power. Here's the pitch, and it swung on and popped foul to the right into the stands. Abreu, working in his 62nd game. He's been busy. 3-2 with a 2.10 ERA, 4 for 8 in save chances. More of a 7th inning guy. They're pitching here with a 4-1 lead to protect. Well, the Davis Schneider's been unbelievable. He got it going right here at Fenway. Had a tremendous series when they swept the Red Sox.
Didn't he hit his first big league homer on his first at bat on the Lansdowne?
He did indeed. The pitch. Swinging a drive down the right field line. Over toward the corner goes Tucker. He's there. Makes the catch with the track and the grass meet. So Story 0 for 4. One out for McGuire, who struck out, grounded out 4-3 and walked. Not a safe situation here with a 4-run lead for the Astros. Win gives them the season series. Make them 4-2. Went to Kansas City on Thursday, travel day, and then Tampa Bay. McGuire grounds it hard and foul, first base side.
That's the other thing about this. I mean, the odds are longer and longer now every day, but that tiebreaker is huge. It's the only thing that matters. There's no longer a play-in game. It's head-to-head.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss at a low splitter down and in.
Well, Kyle Fittigan, the Nationals closer, got out of it. He retired Jansen, and the Nats beat the Jays 5-4.
Oh, and 2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He chased the curve down and in. 2 down, and here's David Hamilton. He was 0 for 3, returned yesterday. The second stint with the Red Sox. He is now 4 for 33 as a big leaguer. He's grounded to short, grounded to first, and flied to right. He had 15 homers and 49 steals in Worcester this season. There's a strike. Orioles down 1-0 in the 7th. Now lead 9-1 over the White Sox.
At least the rain held off in earnest till now.
Here it comes. Pitch home. Check swing, low and away. A steady drizzle. Tomorrow, forecast we saw showed it should clear in time for the game. pitch home. Down and in by his back foot. Orioles got 3 in the 7th and 5 in the 8th. The 2-1 delivery is inside. Red Sox still have 7 games with the Birds. 3 here, September 8th through 10th, and then they wind up the season in Birdland with a 4-game set. 2 out in the 9th. The 3-1 is ripped foul past the pesky pole. These party fans still in their seats.
Well, if somehow Hamilton could reach Verdugo too, you would get Devers up as the tying run.
Abreu delivers, a runner goes, and it's grounded foul by the on-deck area where Verdugo is stationed. Pitcher record on the plus side is France, who got hammered for 10 runs in 2 1/3 last Thursday by the Red Sox. He's a strike away from his 10th victory. And the pitch is inside, ball 4. So here's Verdugo. He broke an 0 for 14 earlier. He's 2 for 4, 2 singles, both hit hard.
And this is one of those moments. I mean, I guess you could conceivably get the closer up in a minute. The Astros have 0 lefties in their bullpen, which is so unusual for a contending team.
It is Costas at second, Hamilton at first. Verdugo could easily be 3 for 4, but Dubon sort of set the tone. He made a tremendous diving catch, robbing Verdugo of extra bases leading off the bottom of the first after Houston scored 2 in the first. Well, if he can extend it, Raffy be the tying run, and they don't have anybody warming yet. I don't think they could get anybody ready in time. So Dusty Baker rolling the dice with Abreu, who's walked 2. Gets ahead here with a strike. Oh, 1 to Alex Verdugo. 6-2 Houston, 2 on, 2 out, 9th inning. The right-hander deals. Little low. Just with a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. He was walked 2. He is 1-1. Pop foul to the left of the press box. And it's 1-2. Tampa Bay won big, pounding Miami 11-2. The Orioles rolling 9-1 in the 9th against the White Sox. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Abreu at the belt. Kicks and he fires. Inside with a heater.
100.
He can kick triple digits, but he hasn't been accurate. Well, a lot of movement to it. The 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Sure it is. Low and inside. And they don't have anybody ready for Raffy.
Don't you think it's surprising that they don't?
Closer Ryan Presley remains seated in the bullpen dugout. 24 pitches, only 12 strikes for Abreu. 3-2 the count. Runners will be going. Abreu is ready. Payoff pitch. Swinging a topper hit weakly to the mound. Abreu has it. Underhand flip to first. Ball game over. Houston wins the game. The final, the Astros 6 and the Red Sox 2. And Houston wins the season series, which ends tomorrow. The Astros have won 4 of the first 6 games. Red Sox now have dropped 4 of their last 5. They dropped to 69 and 64. Totals next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 20.